Well, it's been a busy week, but we're here for another Castranger episode. We're all very organized. I've got all the news stories. Gar has got all of the lore for the shows we're about to watch. Lane is here to be the face of the franchise with his cute face. And Zell, you're here.
Yeah, I'm here today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
I'm just here to supervise.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's a hard job.
Well, it looks like you're doing nothing, but we all know that you're working up here.
Yeah, I'm a thinking man's caster. Cue the roll call.
Connect. Loading.
Broadcast.
Perfect!
Show running super savant.
Level up!
Bluecaster, super Ichi.
Loud and online. Greycaster, Robolane.
Researcher of the Tokuverse. Yellowcaster. Ultra Guard.
Trauma Inducer, Northcaster, Saga.
Combining comedy and critique. On air since 2014.
Sentai Castranger.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 583.
The ice cream one.
It's episode slightly bigger ice cream.
He's got tiny little stubby arms.
Yeah, and then the final evolution is getting a straw stuck in his head. He's like,
My brain damage.
Suck out my brains.
Without hardly any brain damage.
So
These are all jokes you should be making next week, though.
Maya is starting to be for me like a peak month in the year because just like a lot of fun good. Oh my god,
Old vanilla.
A lot of fun good shit happens. So like I got a very packed month full of stuff to do, like Anime North, like the Mando and Grogu, Mortal Kombat. Nintendo just dropping a fucking Star Fox game next month.
Yeah.
I can't believe they announced it and they're releasing it next fucking month.
What's that called? A shadow drop?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's either they're really excited for this game, or they don't really give a fuck about this game.
No,
I'm amazed it didn't leak.
I think they did it because I think they didn't want it to leak.
That's honestly probably.
So I guess this explains why he was in the new Mario movie.
Yes.
But anyways, it's a remake of Star Fox 64, and I don't give a shit because Star Fox 64 is my favorite Nintendo game of all time, and I love that game, so I'm excited as shit.
It
was a great remake.
It's not even the first time they remade it. This is like the fourth time.
Yeah, they had the one on 3DS, and then Zero was like a reimagining of it.
And of course, Star Fox 64 really is just a remake of the original Star Fox.
Yep.
Yes.
So Smash really predicted this back in 2010.
Yeah, because like I think Star Fox 64, Star Fox Adventures, Assault, and Command are all like continuations of each other.
Correct.
And then so I like Command. Apparently, I looked it up. Command's like a really like frowned upon Star Fox game. And I'm like, I like it.
I understand because the control system is fucking painful, but I also love that game despite the bad controls.
Yeah, I always loved spitting into the core, and then you just keep spitting it until like your R-Wing keeps spitting into the space.
I just love all the different endings that game had.
Yeah, you get to play as Andross's like grandson at one point. It's awesome. Anyways.
So we are a bunch of space dog fighting aminals who get together every week to talk about Kamen Rider, Project RED, and a third thing.
I finally made y'all furries. Took long enough.
I feel like refuting that will only dig the trench further, so I'm going to steer away from that topic.
Correct.
So this week we're talking about Zeztz episode 33, Gavan Infinity episode 12, and our feature topic episodes for this week are Power Rangers Mystic Force episodes 1 and 2.
Yep.
We will get into that in a little bit, but of course, as always, we have some news to talk about.
News mode.
And we're starting off with a very, very sad, tragic story, and that is unfortunately that one of the greats of tokusatsu, Kenji Oba, has unfortunately passed away.
That wasn't on my bingo card to bawl my eyes out 4 o'clock in the morning this week, but
I mean, that's a skill issue for you. You should expect to be bawling your eyes out once a week.
I cry whenever I'm Always, actually.
it's
I'm always
just-
crying.
So yes, this was announced by the Japan Action Enterprise Twitter. Kenji Oba passed away on May 6th at the age of 72
Aw.
after fighting a long illness and undergoing long-term medical treatment because of it. I don't think they said what the illness was. And then they are having a private funeral with close family.
And of course, everyone knows him for his most legendary, greatest role he's ever done. The bald guy from Kill Bill Volume 1.
Oh,
He's actually credited as bald guy in Kill Bill.
Yup.
But for those who don't immediately recognize the name, he was the original Space Sheriff Gavan. He was Battle Kenya in Battle Fever J, and he was Denji Blue in Denji Man.
Sad.
That freaking that movie where he like shows up as all three of his characters was just incredible.
Wasn't that a Gokaiger episode?
I was going to ask, what's this
no,
image?
Gokaiger versus Gavan.
Yeah, in Gokaiger versus Gavan,
Right.
you know, since he's a space sheriff and they're pirates, he has to bring them in. And like they see, it's like, hey, look, there's Gavan right there. No, he's right there. And it's Battle Kenya and Denzi Blue.
Yep.
And they're like, hey, has anyone ever told you guys you look very similar? Oh, yeah, we got that a lot. Yeah, we kind of do, don't we?
The thumbnail on the news article is that shot of himself 3 times.
Yeah, and then they do all their henchins together, and it's like, wow.
Because God told them to.
Wow.
God literally told them, hey, the kids of the past never got to see you guys transform together.
Yeah, that's the thing you got to remember. You got to remember too. He wasn't just an actor; he was a suit actor as well. So,
oh, yeah, he was like his earliest work was in Kikaider. He was the stunt double for Jiro, like the main hero of the show.
Yeah, it looks like he was Jiraiya. Oh, he was one of.
No, I think he was. I think it was just for an episode.
Okay.
Of Jiraiya.
And then he was one of Shurikenger's disguises. I love that they did that, like veteran Sentai actors.
Yeah. So
it is a great loss, but he left behind a fabulous legacy. A lot of really great work that he did for tokusatsu, and obviously he was a pretty swell guy. I imagine. Obviously we didn't know him personally, but I imagine he didn't get canceled, so we can assume he was decent.
Didn't get canceled yet.
No. From all the stories I've been hearing from like other actors and other people that met him, he was like the sweet grandpa.
That's nice.
Yeah, he looks it.
I was gonna say,
like the fact that sorry, Sal, to cut you off, but just the fact that I heard a story about he would go to Battle Fever J stage shows when it was airing, dress up as Battle Kenya, and then take the helmet off and surprise like the kids to be like, "Hey, look, it's actually me."
That's adorable.
That's cute.
Class act.
Well, rest in peace, Mr. Oba.
I was gonna say, I like his face a lot.
He has kind eyes.
He does. No, honestly, as an actor's face go, it's got character. His face, so it's good for him that he found roles outside.
He's got good eyebrows.
He really does.
Oh yeah, Lane was curious and curious about it, and yes, we did get some sort of confirmation from his daughter. He knew about Gavan Infinity, and he was happy about the fact that the legacy of the Space Sheriffs do live on.
Hell yeah!
It's so nice to know that he had knowledge that the show that he was in would be rebooted and live on.
I wonder if like
I bet you if he was doing better, like if he didn't pass away, like if they asked him to like reprise his role, he would have been so fucking down to.
They'll probably have some sort of tribute to him in an upcoming episode, but it is
100%.
interesting that something in this week's Gavan Infinity kind of did pay tribute to the original Gavan. But
I really hope that the new Gavan shows up, like his successor.
Geki?
Oh
Yeah, Geki. I
Type
hope
G?
Geki shows up. That'd be cool.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Geki would be awesome.
Which I just wanted to share my favorite moment of Gavan quickly through 2 screenshots. And it's where he's fighting Bootleg and just the quote, "A bootleg just copies my abilities."
yeah.
Is no match for someone with a human heart.
Hell yeah, that fight was dope.
Yeah.
I love Bootleg.
Speaks so much words nowadays, man.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he was in the Tiger and Bunny stage.
Oh, crazy.
Oh, I love they made live action suits of those.
That's fun. All right. Well, you will be missed, sir, but you left behind an amazing body of work.
Fucking legend, dude.
Rest in peace, sir.
Legend.
All right, moving on to some less depressing news. Actress Honoka Yahagi, who actually was known for Mezul in Kamen Rider O's, has announced her marriage.
Oh.
Damn it, she's taking. I'm just kidding.
Is there Kelly in the background go, what'd you say?
Yeah,
I know she was. That's the joke. I didn't know that back then.
Yeah. I don't think she announced who the spouse is, but she's thanked her fans who supported her. She will keep cherishing the days ahead, hopes to live in peace. Yeah. Oh, she was previously under the stage name of Honoka Miki.
I was gonna say it's funny because I guess because she's keeping her husband, like, you know, like if he doesn't want
this husband's nice, I think I'll keep him.
No, like these images, it's just her. So I'm just like, it's just kind of funny to picture like him just off to the side.
Yeah. I'm marrying this car.
Oh my god, it's a Boombunger.
I married this car. He is very horny. Burp, burp.
That shouldn't have been as funny as it was.
But you laughed. So maybe you're the problem.
So congratulations to the happy couple. I tried to like portmanteau car and couple, and then it just started to sound like, am I referencing carpal tunnel syndrome?
Oh my god, you did.
It just ends up like Grease, where like she's in the car and the car just starts flying.
We'll always be together. Yeah.
When are we going to talk about Grease on Castranger?
Oh, I feel like there's an argument. We got special effects in that movie.
The car
they transform into bad boys.
Oh no. Love that movie.
And instead of a sword fight, there's a drag race.
Oh my god, you're right.
It's
just like gonna be a curveball one day. It's like, what are we talking about this week? Grease.
Grease, the movie. What?
Yeah, check the folder. Holy shit, it's Grease.
We've just given up all semblance of this being a Toku podcast at that point.
So you start watching it, and like in the background, just Kamen Rider Grease fight scenes in the background.
Like, oh, I see.
No, like it's
we just shot Grease helmet over Danny Zuko's face.
Okay, I'm not justifying anything, but I'm just saying, like, when O's came out, I was like 20 years old, so it was like a 6-year difference. But once I found out she was like 14, I was like, okay, that crush is gone, permanently gone.
Nothing really kills it faster than that.
Go back and justify it.
He's like, I gotta.
Guys, I swear,
it was a minor
I'm not
crush.
terrible.
Okay, it was a long time ago. She
my
grew
God.
up at some point.
Oh, she sure did grow up, didn't she?
Oh.
Everyone's just like, well, I'm not listening to Lane anymore.
This is why I always spot check.
All right, moving on. Speaking of actresses and family, Hikaru Yamamoto, who was Akiko from Double, has announced that she's given birth to her first child.
Oh.
Well, I guess. Oh. I guess this explains why she kept showing up in the girls' remix stuff.
Her first real child.
What?
Well, because in her character in the Kamen Rider universe, she's married to Excel. So
okay.
And they have kids.
Yes.
You have a kid.
Born on January 1st.
Fun.
Damn it! That's the birthday I always wanted. I want to be born on the first of the day of the year, and I'm born fucking half
Why?
year.
Well,
I always feel bad for people who are born way too close to Christmas.
Yeah.
No, she announced that she was pregnant with her first child on January 1st.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Oh no.
Yeah.
In her post, she revealed that she gave birth to a healthy baby girl.
This is all over the place.
So she was pregnant on January 1st, and they gave birth recently, I guess.
Okay.
Clicking on the highlight. Yeah, it was on January 1st that she announced that she was pregnant.
Yeah, because you can like hide pregnancy for like a bit, and then starts to show.
I was going to say she wasn't pregnant as of January 1st, right? Because I'm pretty sure that's not 9 months.
She was pregnant.
Happy baby though.
So they
Sleepy
gave birth.
baby.
She gave birth to a healthy baby girl. She revealed that the baby clothes her daughter is wearing is the same clothes her and her little brother wore. That's cute.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Gender neutral clothes.
she is married to a man that she met through a common hobby back in January 2024. So another one who is not making their spouse public, which is probably the correct move.
That's the very nice thing to do.
All right. So congratulations to them. Glad to hear the baby is healthy. Yeah. Speaking of actors' childs being born, children. So Yu Inaba, who was Kamen Rider Mach, is married to a model, Nicole Fujita, and they have announced the birth of their first child.
Shit.
I shall name him Chaser.
He's fathering at Mach speed.
A lot of babies this time of year, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Spring is strong.
The Japanese population is dwindling, so they need help.
It's funny because Red and Link does every year they do a week called I think Chastity Week, where it's like, oh, if you do not conceive or like during this week, or else your baby will be born on the week of Christmas.
That's kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, Tara in the Discord is asking, do we think during the filming of Girls Remix she was pregnant?
No, I think Girls Remix was filmed way in advance.
Yeah.
My question is, why does that matter?
What does it matter, dude?
Well, I mean, some people are curious about that stuff.
Yeah, this is filmed probably before that.
And if she was, it was probably like early pregnancy.
Look at Orb in the
pregnancy.
Orb in the chat. Kenji Oba was so powerful that after his death, 2 babies were born to balance things out.
It's pretty good.
Shinzo Abe is proud. Have sex.
One of the babies is named Kenji, and the other one is Oba.
So wait, the new baby's name is Yu Oba?
Yes.
It's all gone horribly.
Yu Oba.
Great minds think alike, Vegas.
Yeah. In their joint statement, they said that we are pleased to share that a new life has joined our family. We are filled with gratitude for this irreplaceable moment. As everything is new to us, we are still adjusting, but we would appreciate your warm support moving forward. We are also deeply grateful to everyone who has supported us. They announced their marriage back in August 2023 and announced the pregnancy February this year, and they have had a daughter.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Name Oba.
You can't name a girl Oba.
Yes, you can name your daughter whatever you want.
She can be named Obet.
You can name your daughter Oombu Magumbu, and
then again, guys, my name is Gar. I am not allowed to judge other people's names.
Kinda.
I mean, my actual name's Donald, but I go by Lane. So
for reasons these days.
First Lane gets canceled. Now he's doxing himself, guys. Wow, what a night!
Pipe down, Donald and Garfy.
Are you going to name your daughter Garland?
I still love when I told my mom about like Gar, and she's like, Gar? Who names their kid Gar?
As in field?
No, and I told her no. I said no. He hates when people say that.
This is called doubling down.
Is it short for Garfield? No, it's not short for Garfield.
It's short for Garcon.
Yeah, Gar Shire. I don't know.
Fuck it, I'm calling him Soup.
Anyway. just the yellow caster helmet slowly morphs into a can of Campbell's soup.
I just want to bring this to the record for the record. Go listen to episode 150 of Castranger. We take 15 minutes to actually start talking about the feature topic. It's hilarious.
I thought you were gonna say, for the record, I did not sleep with that woman. She was underage.
If you listen, I did not talk about wanting to fuck Mazul that much.
I did not gagoody my shkamoigan.
Wayne went on for an entire hour.
No, I didn't.
That's hour with 3 O's.
Oh, I just realized he's wearing a white tuxedo. Can you wear a white tuxedo, young man?
All right, moving on. So we have our first, our first real Summer Festival featuring both Kamen Rider Super Sentai and Project RED. So I guess even though Super Sentai is technically on hiatus or whatever you want to call it, they are still counting it among the active franchises in terms of these live stage events they're doing.
Highly marketable.
So previously known as the Double Hero Summer Festival, it is now powered up and rebranded as the Superhero Summer Festival.
They should have taken it from us. Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and a third thing.
my response to all this is, well, they have all those Sentai suits just in storage. You might as well use them for something.
I mean, they still do stage shows. Heck, my sister is still in Japan at the moment. They went to an amusement park, and they were still doing Super Sentai stage shows.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Like,
yeah, she said like, oh, now I know why the Lane and Gar like the shit so much.
Well, oh yeah, like she sends me a message like, there were actual pyrotechnics in that stage show. That was pretty badass. And it's like, was it Gojuju? Yes. You know what? I'll actually share the photo.
I think it's funny. Seven in the Discord made the same joke you did, Sal.
Oh, did he?
Where is it? Herpaterps here.
All right. While you're pulling that up, so
thank you.
The event will feature heroes from Zeztz, Gavan Infinity, and Gojuju. Activities such as action shows, dance shows, and programs featuring Japanese taiko drumming are planned. Popular programs
GBK confirmed.
That'd be fun. Popular programs from past events are expected to return and be even more exciting and enhanced. It's being held at the Tokyo Dome City Prism Hall, August 1st to 12th. Neat. Oh yeah, so that's the actual show they saw? That's fun. So yeah, the last 5 Sentai.
My boy Zenkaiser, hell yeah.
Oh, I'm upset. I can't find the soup photo that I have for Kamen Rider.
So I've been rewatching Dawn Brothers with Ali, and last time we watched it, we got to the episode where Zenkaiser Black showed up like properly. It was the one with the 300 dongos.
Hell yeah.
Just I lost count of, and then this happens, and we don't know why, and it never gets answered, and then why is this happening? We don't know why, and it never gets answered.
Have you gotten to the point yet where like you're on the couch?
Not yet.
You should when the time comes.
I need to remember which episode that was that actually sent me to the couch.
You'll know. I'm sure you'll know.
I think it was episode 32.
300 dongos. All right. So yes, that's happening. Very cool. And our last news story, if my browser would stop locking up.
No.
So, the Kamen Rider Agito Superpower War film has debuted in Japanese theaters, and its opening weekend, it was at number 4 at the Japanese box office.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
What's it behind?
That was during the April 27th to May 3rd week. Total of 220,000 tickets, 300 million yen. And the 3 films that beat it were at number 3, the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Of course.
At number 2, Detective Conan, Fallen Angel of the Highway.
Okay.
And number 1, Sakamoto Days.
Oh yeah, that's like about the assassin who like retires and becomes like a convenience store clerk.
Oh yeah, spoiler, Agito is apparently in the film.
Yeah, no shit.
Well,
it's an Agito movie. We're going to see Agito in the fucking movie.
There was such a big to-do about it beforehand about, Agito's not in this movie. We knew Shoichi was in it, but we didn't know that for sure he would be henching.
No, because he's gonna channel his like inner friendship in his heart, and then he's fucking summons the bell.
He's gonna like summon Kingdom Hearts or some shit.
Something.
Yeah, it's typical bullshit like that.
Guys. He believed in himself.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I see.
There we go. And then he took a deep breath.
It's been in the song the whole time. Believe yourself, Ashita.
And he was ready to go. He counted to 0. Kamen Rider Agito.
Oh my god! The altering is light.
To that effect, I was thinking about this the other day. That's how good of a movie the first Guardians of the Galaxy is. They literally defeat the villain with the power of friendship.
Yes.
And we're all eating it up.
Yes, 100%.
Like, that's how good that
absolutely,
movie is.
not ironically.
Yes.
The dance-off was fucking great.
It was.
Well, our friend Matt actually went to Japan this week to go see the Agito movie.
Neat.
Agito's his favorite Kamen Rider.
Hell yeah.
It's one of my favorite images. It's me.
Oh yeah, we didn't get a news article for it, but apparently Media Blasters got the rights to Lady Battle Cop.
Oh,
is
yeah.
releasing
We're
it on
talking about
Blu-ray.
this.
Right. And I don't know why it didn't come up in my news articles, but yeah, that happened. Lady Battle Cop's getting a Blu-ray release.
We did it.
Yeah, and some in the West, and not just in France.
That's crazy.
I don't know how much power we have, but I'd like to think somewhat we place this into the ether.
Okay. All right, Dawn of the Media Blasters, if you're listening to this, send me and sell some a review copy of
I
the
was
Blu-ray.
like, we for sure should get at least a review copy.
You know what? We might have done something, and I'm okay with that.
I think we did.
I would genuinely, like, jokes aside, I would genuinely love to know the reason why this is happening.
Yeah, because no one talked about this,
right?
Okay, that's not fair. Not no one talked about it, but
I'm buying a fucking copy of this movie.
Show me who else but us has talked about this. For a second, I thought you were pulling up Google to look for it.
Hold on.
See, what I'm excited about Project Red is that it has the potential to bring back like dead Toku franchises. So there's a chance, a slight sliver of hope that we might get some kind of Lady Battle Cop thing in Project Red. It'd be fucking sick.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
I mean, it's Keita Amamiya.
I would love it if I open because I'm gonna get this and I hope it has like a lot of special features.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go through the booklet and it's gonna say something like, so we were listening to this podcast and
could you fucking imagine?
And we thought, you know what, maybe there is an audience for it. They don't name it though.
Sure.
Because then they have to pay us.
Well, I mean,
this Canadian podcast.
There's a simple explanation as to why. Well, no, not that actual reason. Media Blasters did the 90s Kamen Rider movies.
Mm-hmm.
They were done by Keita Amamiya.
So they were just looking for something else to release?
I'm sure that is the correct answer. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Probably.
What else did Amamiya work on? Lady Battle Cop.
The first V Cinema.
What'd you miss? Well, we got Lady Battle Cop to get a Blu-ray.
Yeah.
We did that. Castranger.
And, if anyone hasn't seen the episode of Castranger where we talked about Lady Battle Cop, it's episode 543.
It's a good episode.
We talk about that?
It is one of the greatest Toku movies I've ever seen in my life.
Lane's gonna.
Was that when it was on hiatus last year?
Yeah.
Lane's gonna get this Blu-ray. He's gonna march himself to Milwaukee, go to the Red Letter Media Factory, and go, let's get down to business, boys.
Like I can see Cell doing a double feature of Lady Battle Cop and the Hokkaido movie. So
I would love to do that with Red Letter Media.
You know what you need to do is have this and RoboCop airing at the same time and see what the overlap is.
Oh my god, we do have to do that. And I was gonna say to all the people out there, Ichi is one of he might be the only human ever actually who saw Lady Battle Cop before he saw RoboCop.
That is true.
We changed that immediately, though.
Yeah.
That's just because I've watched RoboCop doesn't mean what Cell said is not true.
Yeah. No, but
I've now seen both, but it is true that I saw Lady Battle Cop before RoboCop.
It was hilarious watching that movie with you because you're like, Red, no.
I grew up on that 70s show,
right?
so
it's so wild seeing him play
oh my god,
the biggest scumbag.
This is what would have happened if Hyde never moved in.
Oh my god.
Don't give Ichi that question.
Which one's better? They're different. I don't think it's fair to compare them. They're different purposes.
Everyone watch Lady Battle Cop now because you can.
Everyone watch RoboCop.
Now we can say support the official release.
Yeah. Actually, I do have to get
okay.
Hokkaido as well. So yes.
Now the next thing they need to do is Now the next thing they need to do is SH Figuarts Lady Battle Cop. Come on.
Oh my god.
Nominations.
Lane, the fact that we haven't gotten the majority of metal heroes in figure art form already shows you there is no there is nothing.
Decker, I'll buy it and Cell will buy it.
That's not
That's
enough
2
for
sales.
manufacturing.
Yeah, they only have to make 2 Lady Battle Cop figures, and me and Cell will buy them.
Yeah.
Made to order.
Is the Hokkaido?
Anyways, go watch Lady Battle Cop. It's a phenomenal movie.
Because I actually would like to get both now, that and Hokkaido on Blu-ray.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you gotta get it with the dub too.
I'm okay with that.
Oh, speaking of which, speaking of movies, quickly, someone actually took the time and took the official subs for the Gamera Heisei trilogy and put them with the Japanese 4Ks.
Ooh,
Neat.
cool.
Yeah.
The ultimate
Yeah.
way to watch that movie.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's all for news.
It was
All right.
news of
Garth,
let's
death
get
and
outta here.
rebirth.
All right, just one thing. Kitty.
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 Aw. All right, I'm on it.
Hold on. Is the Gar's dipping out?
Yep.
All right. I gotta turn off the things. You sticking around still?
Stay around, but I'll probably be in and out.
Well, I'll
Alright.
stick around for I'll be around for Mystic Force, but like for now, I'm like give me.
Fine. I just need to know if I'm
Give me
turning
over
off
here.
your fucking image on the thing because I'm not using the Foogies this week.
Okay.
Alrighty. Here we go. All right, before we get into fucking anything, I have some fucking beef to dish out. Decker,
Oh.
I'm mad at you. I was ready to be very angry before I watched this episode. You said in the fucking spoiler channel about this episode that what was happening was that the show was doing the "it was a dream" again. And when you showed pictures of Baku being old, I was under the impression that this was the show pulling out. Everything up until now was yet another layer of dream, and he was waking up being 20 years older or some shit. And I was ready to go, nope, this show sucks. I'm done. It was clever the first time, but if they do it again, that's stupid, and I'm done. But that is not what happened. I watched the episode, and actually, I think what they've done is fucking genius.
Right?
Jokes, I've been memeing with you, Decker. I'm not actually mad at you, but I wanted to make a bit of it because the second I read that message, I stopped reading the rest of the channel because I was so mad.
I first saw it and I was like, oh, doing a dream thing again? Like, oh, all right, whatever. And then like the next day I like looked more at the chat because it expanded and I was like, oh, he just like dreamed for like 20 years in Dream World.
We'll
like,
we'll get to it, but I just wanted to air that out first because I knew people were waiting to find out what was happening.
So I just want to give a nice round of applause to the lady. She fell asleep. Yeah.
Did
Woo!
she?
I mean, she had to go into the dream world, so she had to fall asleep.
It felt more like she just punched her way into the dream world. I don't know if this actually constitutes her going to sleep.
No, you saw her go into the dream world, and then you just saw her body laying there, like outside.
I must have been looking away, writing a note when that happened. So yes, hooray, congrats! The insomniac finally fucking slept.
Yeah, especially because last episode she's like, "I've forgotten how to fall asleep." I'm like, just close your eyes. just let your brain do the rest.
Just cut to the fucking John McGurk rant from Home Movies. So what you're telling me is that all you have to do to fall asleep is lie in your bed. That's brilliant. You should write a book. You'll make millions.
Oh, Coach McGurk.
Okay, so apparently we were in Nem's dream this week, which I don't think we've done before.
Yeah, and Sieg was being a weird, creepy weirdo about it.
As he is wont to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the dream starts out as like her reading fan mail, and then Sieg walks in and decides to be a fucking stage magician weirdo and go, psych, your dream is now actually about being at a fan event and everyone's screaming at you. By the way, you secretly hate them, don't you? No? But do you? No? I feel like that was supposed to be bait for like, oh, maybe Nem secretly does hate her fans, but like, there's never been any inkling of that being a thing.
I don't think Nem has like a single like bad bone in her body.
Yeah.
Like the only little thing I've ever seen was like when she like found out about her mom, and then she goes to her mom. She's like, "Why am I like this?"
She's the Shoma of it
Why am I
all.
born?
I'm weird. I don't know who I am.
Is my whole existence a dream?
So Sieg like forces open all of her mind doors, which then starts spilling out a bunch of baby nightmares, which then start face hugging people, which then manifests black case occurrences by way of people turning into nightmares. So that's terrifying. Imagine just being awake, walking around in real life, and then for reasons fully unrelated to you at all, simply because you were a fan of Nem, just bam, there is now a monster possessing your body. That's a fucking nightmare.
Also, like, Baku apparently like didn't sleep like the previous night or whatever like that, and he's like, I wasn't able to sleep, and like then he immediately like looks over at his damaged Zeztz driver, and I'm like, oh, his Zeztz driver is like a security blanket. It's like he can't like it's like when a child like can't sleep without their stuffed animal, right?
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so because he probably goes to sleep with his Zeztz driver.
Well, yeah, he would have to because he's fighting nightmares every night.
Yes, there you go.
It is an interesting narrative choice that, like, as a result of the Zeztz driver being broken, he just fully cannot sleep now. And it is also funny that in the same episode, Baku becomes unable to sleep, and also the lady finally goes to sleep.
Yeah, I love when shit like that happens. Parallels.
Now, I believe we talked about it last week, how, like, because the Zeztz driver's broken, that he couldn't transform, and our immediate thought was just use the recovery capsule to fix it. And they actually addressed that. He tried it, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
It's interesting that, like, because the Zeztz driver is now broken, the capsims that he has left apparently are all just single use now. Which is fun. I like that they're not just like, no, everything's dead, nothing works forever. It's like there's one charge left in each of these.
Yeah, that's why, like, so, like, then he's like, okay. Also, I love that freaking, like, Fujimi and like Nazca are still climbing up the window. I'm like, guys, you're like all allies. Like, just go through the door.
Use the fucking door. Everyone, both of the people in the house know who you are. Why are you still using the fucking balcony?
The gag's old. Stop it.
Except I think it's worth it in this case because it was super hilarious how as they're trying to climb the balcony to like, there's monsters in the balcony, and then fucking Nazca just drops Fujimi onto the ground.
Yep.
That was funny. I will say, like, I feel like that's where we can end the bit. If they end the bit there, I think that's perfect. Because, like, that's exactly the point where we're like, why are you still doing this? But then they capitalize on it with the bit of him falling. And now, from here, I think we can let that bit die.
Yeah. No more window climbing.
So Nem, apparently, in her ploy to get free from Sieg's shenaniganery, apparently, I guess just because she's been associating with Baku all this time, has developed the ability to lucid dream by way of manifesting her phone to transform into a Zeztz phone. And she, like, calls Baku in real life through her dream, which, all right, I guess that's a thing she can do.
Nem is super powerful. She just doesn't know it.
Sure. I mean, she was spawned from a nightmare, so I guess they just have carte blanche to have her come up with whatever the fuck power they need.
So I think I really enjoyed was just like the thing I love about Baku. Oh yeah, the little thing I liked was like when Baku was like on a mission. He's like, okay, I'm gonna like. He tries to say like save Nem in English, but like he's just like he struggles with English, so he's like, and then he just says like rescue Nem in Japanese
because he's not the 7 agent persona. He's just normal Baku. So, he doesn't have the English skills that he has in his dreams.
And then we just get a screen that just says like save Nem.
But it's interesting that it's like it has the exclamation point on it because up until now all of the mission statements have been like calmly spoken with a period.
That's some save Martha. How'd you know the name? But yeah, no, I love Baku's just like inability to give up. Like, it's just it's really cool to see him. Like, he knows he can't beat these nightmares. Like, he's gonna get his ass kicked, and he does. He almost like fucking dies. He like tries to do like one charge with impact, and like yeah,
he puts up a pretty solid fight. I think like he uses impact to buff himself, and then he uses transform to put up a rock wall, and he uses barrier to put a shield over the others. And he
then like he tries to like use. Yeah, he tries to use the plasma in the belt, and it's like not working, but like you can hear the belt go like plasma. So,
what do we think the chances are of them releasing that version of the driver where it's broken and it does pitch down sound effects?
I mean, you could just buy a Zeztz driver, just like melt it a bit and damage it, and then just put like one dead battery in it, and there you go.
Like I did with the fucking Ichi-knuckle.
Yeah, the Ichi-knuckle, it was dying had dead batteries in it.
It was I swear to God, I didn't make this up. I had the actual 2008 Ichi belt, and one time when the battery was close to dying, the sounds actually sounded like the 86 version, and it freaked me the fuck out.
And now the CSM belt can just do both.
Yeah.
So and also I like that Minami takes Natsuka's gun and just like tries to like shoot a nightmare, and I was like, that's cool. She still has like the agent training, so it's like, yeah.
I thought it was absolutely fucking hilarious that Natsuka's service pistol is like key change to her pants.
No, because that's the thing police officers in Japan do. They tether their guns.
I don't think I've ever seen that ever. Otherwise, I would be laughing at it before.
So, and Cell's gonna like this. So, what's funny is, in like the Terminator anime that they released on Netflix,
the animator,
Terminator shows up in Japan in like I think it's like the 90s or something like that, and his. Because Japan has like such like limited like huge firearm laws, the only weapon he has in like the beginning of the anime is like a police pistol. He gets off like a policeman, and it has like the tether on it, and it's just like really cool attention to detail. I'm like, yeah, they don't have a lot of guns in Japan, so he's like very limited with the weapons he gets.
I just think it's so funny because that's the exact same. It's the exact same thing I do with my car keys because I locked myself out of my car too many times.
Oh jeez, I've never had to suffer that, but I think I've had to like suffer that with like someone who owns a car. So
yeah,
but yeah, so then like Baku just like gets his fucking ass kicked, and then I guess he goes into this kind of like dream state.
Well, before that happens, one thing I wanted to point out was Fujimi finally gets his chance to fight a nightmare, which is a long time coming. And then he fucking hits him with a wrestling move, and then they pull the same shit they did with the Hisatsus in 01. So in my notes, I just have Fujimi Impact.
I mean, same head writer. So
there you go.
Yep.
But of course, even though he tries his best, it doesn't work because it's a fucking kaijin.
Yeah. But yeah, so then like Baku goes to do a dream state, and like he's back in like the code base, because like that's like basically his like subconscious.
It's so interesting that like most of the time when a hero in a toku story like this is driven to the point where like the thing is broken and you need it to work again, usually some like moral, emotional like surge of power or some sort of external force comes in and causes the miracle to happen that saves the day. But it's so interesting that in this show that's focused so hard on dreaming and lucid dreaming and you know all that stuff, that the method by which the miracle is obtained is no, Baku's actually lost the fight and is about to die, and in order to stop that, with the same mechanism that one who is close to death would be having their life flash before their eyes, using the same mechanism, he then uses his lucid dreaming powers to go into a subconscious version of his Zeztz base and proceeds to live out like 20 years in the span of presumably only a couple of moments in the real world.
Again, that's the crazy thing about dreams, is like you honestly could go through like a whole like week's worth of shit in like a single night of sleeping. So it's dreams are weird. That's why like it's hard to remember dreams like very vaguely. Like you remember them like a bit when you wake up, and then you try to like tell someone about your dream that you had, which like Emily's like super good at it. She's super good at remembering her dreams.
Just as a side tangent, I started having the dreams again of that I'm working when I'm not
I'm having
actually
the
working.
dreams
I'm
again.
dreaming.
Hi, I have work dreams too, all the time.
And I asked my boss if I could get paid overtime for those dreams, and he said no.
That's a good joke. But yeah, so Baku basically spends like 20 years in a dream fixing the Zeztz driver, and like it's cool. Like you see versions of, like, it's like other parts of his subconscious like manifesting as like the characters, and it's cool. Like there are cool shots of like them like unfocused in the background, like, and you don't see like their eyes, and they're like you should just give up and stuff, and he's like no, and he like ignores them, and he like tries to like get capsims out of the machines, and like at one point he does, and then like you just see like a bunch of capsims that he's like stacking to like double their power and shit, and I'm like, oh fuck. So it was really cool.
My first reaction as this scene was unfolding was like, is he literally taking a Kamen Rider driver and like manually opening it and fixing it piece by piece? And in most other shows, this wouldn't make sense. But then I remembered the Zeztz driver is a man-made device. Zero and Code created it. So presumably all of that information is in that computer in the Zeztz room. So it actually makes perfect sense that if Baku had all the time in the world, he could learn how the driver works and rebuild it. Like, this shouldn't make sense, but it does.
Yeah.
It's actually genius. I think this is amazing.
I will say, like, the fake beard on him is kind of
that is the part where it's just like, all right, come on.
All right, come on.
They could have done a better job with the makeup job, making him look old, but it's on screen for such a small amount of time that whatever. We're gonna hand wave it. But like, man, that was such an interesting way for a final form to get made. The man, while dying, went into his own subconscious and lived out 20 years so that he could learn how his own belt worked, rebuild it, and build his own fucking final form.
The only thing I can think that's like sort of close to this is something the 12th Doctor did in Doctor Who, where he was trapped in this like prison, and the only way to get out was this like basically this like mountain made of like the toughest material ever, and he kept going through the same cycle of like events in the prison, and when he got to that mountain, so he took 4 billion years to just nick away at this mountain little by little, and after 4 billion years of repeating the same shit, he finally got through and got free. It was fucking nuts. Like, Doctor Who's so weird. I love it.
Crazy.
Yeah. Wild.
But yeah.
And then,
points out something interesting. It wasn't enough to just fix the driver, because then he's just back where he started. His thought must have been at some point, well, since I'm here, I might as well do better.
Actually, sorry for bumping in again. So it reminds me a bit of a subplot, or not a subplot, a plot in a manga that I was reading called Paradox Ghost Rider, where a guy got a manga from like the future, stole a story from it, and like the original manga guy comes in as his assistant, and be like, "Oh, I can't believe we had the same idea," but he finds out she will die in the future, so he doesn't have an ending to that story. So he learns how to stop time to create the perfect ending for the story. And he's like, well, since I still have time pause, proceeds to create like 20 other mangas that will run for years, for like decades for him. And he's like, there, now I know that I will live a financially healthy life.
Nice.
And then starts time again. All right, back to organizing Zeztz.
Is it better than old George? Nothing's better than old George. Nothing's better than George.
That's probably, yeah.
Yeah, George is the best.
So
and then so X-Treme comes out.
We cut back to the real world, presumably seconds after the battle happened, and he just appears henshined into the new form. So technically, the new final form debuted, and we did not get to see the henshin into it. Which kind of sucks.
Lord 3 can go fuck. I'm looking at this one shot where like it just like the capsum's like in the belt and stuff. It's so protruding, man.
It does stick the fuck out.
Oh man,
it's like he's got a cannon sticking out of his chest, which fits with the fact that the new driver attachment looks like Iron Man.
Yeah, it's like a UFO and like an eye, and yeah.
He did in fact create his own Sunday best.
Yep.
I just thought it was badass that like his heart starts beating again, and then the nightmares just they're gone.
Yeah, man's got his own arc reactor. It's so true.
Kind of. He in fact restarted his heart with a belt that looks like something Iron Man would wear.
Yonezu Baku made this in his dream. The box of scraps.
The gotcha box of capsums.
You're the box of capsums. I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not Baku.
I'm not Yorozu Baku. So, wow. Holy shit. What a insane and yet wholly on brand way for a final form to debut in this show.
I'm so glad Decker was wrong with the first assumption of what this was.
I am also so glad, because if they had done this whole second arc was also a dream and he wakes up 20 years later, I would have been pissed. I was ready to just fully discard this show. Like, obviously, I'd still be watching it for Castranger, but I'm like, nope, checked out. It's dumb. We did it a second time.
I would have been like, it's okay.
What do we want to share thoughts about the Extreme suit, even though we haven't had like a full episode with it yet?
I mean, I don't mind it. I just like, after seeing the Darkness Nightmare, like, it's just that's the best suit. But like for Zeztz himself, it's still Catastrum. Like, that's where it's at.
Now that I'm seeing the suit in the show and not just in the concept images and toy figures, I do think the suit looks cool. It absolutely does not come close to Orderm, but I do think the suit does look objectively cool. Like, those colors absolutely fuck. Like black, red, and yellow, that is some fire suit design, and I mean that in many ways.
See, like, the capsule doesn't look that bad when you look at it straight on, but if you look at it like from like an angle, it's like, oh man.
Yeah, it works from certain angles.
Aww.
We'll just have to hope that the camera work shows off those good angles.
It would have been the rawest thing ever, where like you see just like him come out with the belt, and then like he's about to put it in his chest, and he just like moves it to his waist, and you're like, oh shit.
That would have been the funniest thing ever if his final form put the belt on his waist. It's like, this is a new, better Zeztz driver. It deserves to be on the...
Oh, okay. You know what? We need to do this, because I think this is just to be a yearly tradition where we compare all the final forms. So, okay. I still think Ultimate Revice is like the best one, or at least my personal favorite, just because they fucking nailed it so good. And then I'd say Geats 9. Surprisingly, like, as much as I don't like Gotchard, like Rainbow Gotchard is pretty as fuck. Such a pretty form. And then my least favorite, honestly, is freaking Saber.
Cross Saber is a trash disappointing. As I say all the time, his featuring Saber should have been the final form. It would have been the perfect way to combine their friendship.
02 is great because I like the idea that they did with it. So
Zero 02 is a fun concept. I just think the suit should have looked better. It doesn't look like this looks like an early power-up form rather than a final form. Like, it looks weaker than Rising Hopper.
Yeah, and then I like what they did with Master Gav. So
I was gonna say, tied for first out of these for me is Ultimate Revice and Master Gav.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. 02 S tier. Cross Saber A tier.
Interesting.
Well, I you know what, that it was hand painted, so like, A for effort, guys. That it looks gorgeous. Ultimate Revice. B. I would give it a B.
B for buddies.
Yeah, B for buddies. It's I love them, but it's like, I could go without. Geats right at the bottom.
Shit.
It's too fucking bland.
Oh, I love
it. It is pretty monocolored.
Yeah. Rainbow Gotchard, I would put it in B with Ultimate. It's decent.
Decent.
Gav definitely A tier beside Cross Saber because I like the idea that one's the Hulkbuster, one's the Speedster.
Mm-hmm.
As for the new guy, as for Extreme, I mean, it's probably C.
Like, also the thing I love about Ultra Rebus, because like they did the bullshit where it's like, oh, it's like they're like every Rider form has like is their base form at the end, but like it's theirs is just like they're wearing their base form, but then they have like this cool fucking set of armor over it. I just love that.
Like, I think it would have been cool if it incorporated more of like the colors from like the other forms into it instead of it being like, I don't know. I just kind of don't like the cross. Like, I don't like how it starts off with yellow and then it bleeds into like the orange red, as if it's supposed to be like a flame effect.
Hold on, what are you talking about? Extreme?
Yeah, Extreme.
Yeah.
It does have Kuga Ultimate vibes, kinda.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
The Matrix of Leadership doohickey has is kind of
Right, that's what I was saying. He should have been on his waist. I think it'd be cool. Oh, okay. Decker, can you shop it on his waist?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I need to see that on his waist.
I feel like it's the same issue that I have with Zeztz as well, like Zeztz in general, of like, it's a neat design, but I feel like them doing the whole belt across the chest thing, it makes the rest of the suit feel empty.
A little bit. But just to quickly comment on the other ones, Geats 9, there is too much white, but my biggest problem more than that is the circle around the belt is distracting. I get that it's like the revolve on is part of its design, but it's so distracting. Rainbow Gotchard, I hate the Noah's Ark shoulders. And Overgav, I just don't like orange. I'm sorry. That's a personal preference.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and Cross Saber, I understand you like that it's hand painted, but that doesn't excuse the fact that it's a literal palette swap of the exact base form.
Yeah.
I mean, to teach their own.
To teach their own, to each their own.
Suit
Also,
their
the
own.
thing about 02 that I like the most is just like the red hands. I love that. It's so good. All right. Anyways, yeah. So we got Extreme, and next week we see him fight.
Something about Sieg's past is coming up.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get.
Wait a minute. We're doing a Deno crossover.
No, that's what Garen's
Odin
fucking character is. Sieg.
Yeah.
Gar doesn't realize Extreme is a reference to Kuga Ultimate. No, like, I see the resemblance, but Kuga makes more sense. I have no context of Extreme.
I mean, Kuga Ultimate's just really, really beautiful form.
Extreme.
Yeah, it's
yeah, because Extreme sounds like extreme.
I thought it was, extreme.
No, because that's double
joke.
extreme. Yeah, because double's extreme.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, Joe Chuck. All right, we have a lot more emojis we can put in the Discord because frickin' Setsuna gave us some bangers, man.
Yeah. Like for starters, this one here, it's gorgeous.
When I downloaded the episode, the thumbnail that was in the description was the shot that made it look like Setsuna was having an orgasm. It was him yawning, but it was just going like, oh! The bad guy in this episode was Ibuki?
Okay. I thought that he looked familiar somehow.
I was like, who is this?
Put my finger on it. Yeah, it was Ibuki. Cool.
That's so funny.
That's awesome. Yeah, so this episode's basically about
Setsuna meeting Kunai.
Yeah, Kunai's he's like, we gotta find the other Gavans.
Okay, this has nothing to do with the rest of the episode, but one thing I need to highlight immediately. Kunai opened a door!
He didn't go through it, though.
But he opened it! That's the point! He was always making such a big deal about how he didn't want to open doors because it was such a fucking hassle, but when they infiltrate the facility where the people are kidnapped. He warps through the door to get to the other side, and then he fucking opens it so Infinity can go in. And they didn't point it out. What the fuck?
No, but I think it's more of a thing that he just like, yeah, opening a door is a problem, but like I think it's more so he doesn't like going through doors. I think he likes to go through walls because it's cooler to go through a wall.
Cool. I have no idea what the fuck this is about, but I love that we are now positing that Kunai's deal with walls is becoming a kink, and that Setsuna fully does not and will not kink shame him for it.
No.
Kunai is wall sexual.
Wall sexual. Yeah.
So
yeah, Setsuna like realizes he's like I need to learn how to cry because like crying's like a very important emotion.
Crying's my thing. I'm the sorrow one. Now, here's where I feel like we have to revisit a question that I don't know if we got a complete answer to, in that what the fuck is Setsuna? Is he a human that has been modified? Is he a robot that looks like a human, like an android? Or is he like a test tube baby, which means he is technically human physically, but he has the mental capacity of a robot?
Yeah, I'd say he's an android.
Because, like, he has, like, flesh, because we see him get cut up and then it just insta-heals.
Like, I like to think he's like Data from Star Trek The Next Generation. He's like an android because he can eat, he can drink, and he has like flesh and stuff like that, but like he deep down he's still like a robot. So
but my
I think he's an android.
The reason I'm asking this is, what his body, was it man-made or was it grown, and like was it created to be as close to a human body as possible minus the regenerative ability? Does his body physically have the capacity to cry? Because it feels like what they're going for is that he was grown like a test tube baby, but he was genetically modified to remove any bodily function that would not be conducive to his function. They removed... It's safe to say they removed his need to eat or drink or sleep or piss or any of that, which presumably would include removing the ability to cry, because crying is not functional on a battlefield.
Maybe he's like Kaider and he doesn't have a conscience circuit.
No, I feel like he does have a conscience circuit because he's already shown that he's capable of complex emotional thought. He just doesn't have the physical capacity that would be coupled with those feelings. Because, like, through the early parts of this episode, he's trying to invoke the physical act of crying, but it feels like, and obviously this is part of his character development, he doesn't understand the emotional significance of crying. Crying is not about the physical tears that you're shedding, it's about the emotions that you're feeling, and the tears are a result of that emotion. And this is something he's going to have to discover.
And then one of the things, because like his boss like goes to help him and he goes, well, I have this really spicy ass fucking like drink called hell.
Yes, the sparkling drink.
Yeah, so freaking...
I will say, the face he made when he drank the drink and just fully dropped to the floor was hilarious. So,
dude, like,
that's what makes
so many emojis.
That's why I think that he does have like a mostly human flesh body. It's just been genetically modified to be more functional on a battlefield. Because, like, if he was just an android, like a full robot with just a human skin bag over top of it, I feel like we wouldn't be getting these reactions out of him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's got to be some sort of biology and chemistry inside of him. It's just not perfectly human.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense that the functionality to have the ability to produce tears out of his eye ducts would not be part of his body. And I feel like I'm wondering if this is going to lead to him going back to his creator. Because, like, if he obviously he knows that he can't cry and he has all these other human functions that he can't do. So I'm wondering if this is maybe leading to him going back to his creator and going, hey, why can't I do X, Y, and Z? And can you fix that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, is Setsuna's story going to end with him becoming a real boy?
I feel like what's
sorry to cut you off, Lane. Just because I'm just hearing it, I'm not watching the show. I feel like it may just go in the same area of Android Kikaider of he could get one, but he he could become real to a sense. Like again, I'm theorizing that he doesn't have a conscience circuit. The idea of like what truly makes him a human being is that conscience circuit. But then again, I don't know. I don't know the character that much.
I still think that he does have a conscience, whether it's like flesh made or man made, because like he clearly knows right from wrong.
Yeah. But it's something that he knows, but something that he doesn't physically have inside of him. But I could see him living his life without being full, in a sense, knowing that if he does become full, he is no longer
himself.
What he is.
Yeah. They could go
So
a number of different ways with this.
He would rather be imperfect. No, or rather, he would rather be himself than be considered perfect.
Yeah. He would rather be perfectly unique rather than similarly imperfect to everyone else.
Yeah.
But I just love that, like, when he tries the whole, like, cutting onions to cry thing, he makes a huge fucking pile of them. Like, I feel like he could have accomplished this without having to cut that many of them, dude.
I was gonna say quickly, I think the thing that would like cause him to cry is like if his commander gets like gravely injured or even killed.
Yeah, I feel like if he's going to cry, it will be when Amo dies. Well, I should say if, not when.
But yeah, I can say this as someone who works in the kitchen. When someone's cutting up that much like amount of onions, yeah, you're gonna fucking feel it.
Which makes me wonder, like, were those actual onions they used in the filming? Because if those were, props to the actor for not crying.
Yeah, right.
So the decision that he comes to is to take a stage acting workshop.
Yeah.
And while en route to this class, he bumps into Kunai, who is apparently just like searching all of Lambda Earth trying to find their Gavan. And here's where I start taking issue with the episode, because why was Kunai's first thought not, hey, I should ask the other guy who travels dimensions if he knows who this dimension's Gavan is?
No, he's stupid.
Kunai just hasn't learned to play nice with the other children yet.
Nope.
And also, during their first interaction, both of them have their Emorgears up on their shoulder for a little bit, and neither one of them notices the other one for some reason. And I get that, like, we have to do this bit where neither of them know the other's Gavan, and then they do this, like, step out of the way, citizen, I'll solve the problem. No, you step out of the way, citizen, I'll solve the problem. And it's a funny bit, and I think it would have been better, except why did we have that thing with their Emorgears on their shoulders?
It's just to be cute, because, like, the fear one's like, oh, look, it's Emorgear, and the other one's like, yeah, you're one.
Kunai getting Kabedon.
Kabedon.
Except it's Kunai. Kunai's head is on the other body, and there's no second body. He's Kabedoning the wall.
Also, we know Setsuna's heart belongs to Augie, because he's, like, very fascinated by her.
Yeah. Although we still don't know who that, like, Animarium princess-looking woman is from his flashbacks.
We'll find out.
She probably also already died, which is why it's like, oh, you've already experienced loss.
So anyways, so we find out that Ibuki's, like, kidnapping people, forcing them to cry, and then, like, their tears go into, like, this water cooler, and he brings it to his wife who's dying because they're, like, aliens from another planet, and like the water that's on the current planet they live on isn't good enough for them to like sustain themselves.
There are so many fucking questions here. A, if they are both from planet Merm or whatever the fuck, why is she the only one affected by this and not you? Two, if you are not here as an illegal alien, if you came here through proper channels and migrated here legally, should your not first response to discovering this problem have been, oh, we should seek medical attention from a professional? Maybe someone who has experience with your race?
No, it's gonna be evil.
C3, whatever. I feel like kidnapping people and putting them in cages was wildly unnecessary. If you are running a workshop where you are teaching people to cry, you could have just harnessed those tears and then let the people go on their way and then shuffled in another batch of students to continue the cycle.
You can't force someone to cry. You can't just go, hey, you, cry.
Hey, you, join the Navy.
Only actors can fucking cry on command.
And D, the whole point of them moving here, apparently, was because he came here to work, and the best he could get was teaching a stage acting workshop? Did you really emigrate from your whole other planet for that?
Well, he had to find a way to get, like, people in to, like, see, like, oh, who's a good crier? And then
my point is, why would you migrate planets at all unless you had a decent job that would be worth the move? I feel like teaching a stage acting workshop is not a job you move across planets for.
I don't know, man. It's just a stupid fucking B plot.
Sure, but we're here to overanalyze.
Sure. But yeah, so it's Ibuki. Ibuki's evil, and like he's just he's trying to do something like in the wrong, like in a good thing, but the wrong way.
Jerry, I understand that he's doing it to save his wife, but for at least one or more of the reasons that I just outlined, he could have fixed his situation in a much better way that didn't require turning to crime. These people until he started manipulating people and forcing them to cry, there was nothing wrong with what he was doing. Okay. He could have been having the students in his class cry as part of the acting workshop and then go, by the way, you don't need those tears. Would you mind if I bottled them to save my dying wife? I feel like without the emotional manipulation, people would have happily contributed because they were there of their own choice to learn how to stage act and learn how to cry. So I feel like doubling down on, hey, you get to learn the thing you signed up for and also save a dying woman. Hell yeah, you can have our tears. What are we doing with them?
Oh no, he's crashing out again.
I'm crashing out again! Come on, what are you doing to me?
It's the explosion all over again.
I'm gonna cry if this keeps up.
You gotta think about it like okay, but it's like when like a pair of immigrants like migrate over to a new country. It's like you're not just gonna get handed like a new job and everything like in a house and stuff on a silver platter. You have to earn that shit.
The point when people migrate for that reason, they are escaping a bad situation where they are situated. At no point did Mr. Planet Merm say they were escaping a war-torn country or they were escaping some sort of bad situation. He specifically said that he moved here for work, which implies that there was a job that he purposely applied to that required him to move to Earth to do. And apparently that was teaching a stage acting workshop.
Sure. He's played by Ibuki.
Dream low, boys. Move across the galaxy to teach people to cry.
Oh, it's Gavan with puppies. Yay.
And that was worth exposing his wife to a planet she can't survive on.
Chronicle, you're not wrong.
You okay?
No! Gavan's doing stupid shit. It's absolutely insignificant Monster of the Week B-plot bullshit. It doesn't matter at all, but I'm here to crash out about it nonetheless.
Tell
me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
I'm not hearing anyone refuting anything I'm saying.
I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. He thought he could make it in Hollywood.
He's a fucking failing actor.
That's what most acting teachers are.
He's an aspiring novelist.
I just want to have like I just want to have the opening to like our next Gavan like discussion like next week. Just Ichi just You done fucked it up, and then just the just the angry Chou theme.
Oh yeah, that sounds.
I love that shit, dude.
Oh, I'm actually fucking. I'm all riled up now.
Anyway, so Jiraiya and
Raiya.
and yeah, whatever. Raiya and Bushido, they team up and they fuck their shit up.
Oh, and one more thing.
Oh, no.
So he's got the fucking lonely new Imora gear, which is the emotion of loneliness. Someone kindly explain to me why the fuck loneliness equals wind powers?
Because your friends are like the wind.
They dried up and blew away.
That's
like Canadian leaves.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeremy Hutz. It's so it was so fucking dumb watching him just use like wind powers. Just like why?
You gotta give him something. Yeah, when you know what?
The point of the episode is about crying. Why wasn't it water?
You're right.
Right?
Because wind is lonely.
Explain, Lane. Explain how wind is lonely. Explain how that matches thematically.
Because it's never with anything else. It's
wait. Nope. Stop. Jerry solved it. It's because it's Ibuki's actor. That's why he's got wind powers. Fuck me.
Oh my god, can someone fucking like he does the wind? He just hear
no! That makes sense. I hate it.
You know what? You gotta give Ichi this. He will fucking fight on a hill, but the moment you prove him wrong, you surrender.
I will fold like origami.
It's true. It's one of many couple times I've actually proven Ichi wrong on something. I always relish in those moments.
I mustered those moments.
Fuck.
Right?
I hate that makes sense.
Now I just want to see like him using the wind powers, and someone just edits the like the.
All he was missing was a fucking trumpet. Could you imagine if there was a trumpet on a shelf in his house?
Spoilers for later, but
oh my god,
did you have something similar? Like, why is their power is that, or am I just making that up in Mystic Force?
Maybe I don't know.
It might jog our memory later.
Also, funny little comment. I like that like Setsuna's like still like on this whole like Gavando thing, and he's like Reiji's my master of taught me Gavando, and he's just like I guess. It's like sure.
And then just to cap off all this stupidity about needing the only cure for my wife's dying skin condition is earth tears, they immediately disprove that because at the end of the episode, Agi shows up. Yeah, it turns out we like Googled what kinds of water exist, and we found deposits of water elsewhere on the same planet that work. So good job, Mr. My Wife is the most important, doing the minimum amount of research, and didn't discover that other kinds of water on Earth actually are compatible.
He was literally, dude, love makes you do crazy, stupid things.
Well, love should have made him do the crazy, stupid thing and doing more than the first page of a Google search.
No, love made him do the crazy, stupid thing of teaching people how to cry and then kidnapping them for their tears to save his dying wife.
No, Kage, I'm pretty sure they said it was just elsewhere on the same planet because they mentioned that it was something Setsuna discovered during his time across the planet.
You know what'd be hilarious?
Yeah.
If like he finds out, wait, you have fresh water?
There's water that isn't salted?
Oh, I feel like an idiot.
I've been drinking this Dasani shit.
I mean, there's salt in tears, so oh, he's been drinking Dasani, eh? Poor bastard.
The only thing that would have been stupider is if they discovered, oops, there actually was a usable source of water back on planet Merm. And it was in our backyard all along.
Anyways, other than that, it was great.
Putting that mess aside.
Anyways, Setsuna learning to like trying to learn how to cry was cute, and Reiji didn't really do much, which that's fine, and Raiya did.
It's kind of funny that like Setsuna set out this episode to learn how to cry and absolutely did not succeed.
But now I'm gonna fucking crash out for next week's episode because fucking Kiki gets kidnapped.
Oh no!
Well, no!
I also love, just a couple other minor things, not related to my big crash out, but I love that Kunai, being a ninja, has like tracking Shikigami. That's kind of badass. You know me, I love gimmicky gadgets, and tracking Shikigami is pretty badass.
I know Kiki's gonna be fine, but I just like see the appearance of Kiki gets kidnapped. I was like, no, what about my girl?
I also really like as much as I complained about the bit of Setsuna and Kunai not immediately discovering that they were both Gavans. The fact that Reiji just like casually just goes, "Shut up, you idiots! You're both Gavans. Let's go solve the crime." And they're like, "What?"
Yeah, that's why Reiji's like
that was a funny bit.
That's why like I acknowledge like Kiki's my favorite, but I acknowledge Reiji's the best character. So,
and when they were fighting the Emons, I love that Date was like, "Okay, normal attacks are not going to work. You need to think outside the box." And Reiji's response to that is, "Shoot lasers at it!" I don't think that qualifies as thinking outside the box, you dumb motherfucker.
I think we do that every week.
Seeing Raiya use the firework jutsu was pretty cool, even though it didn't really do much.
Hey, that looks great. Good job, Seven.
That genuinely looks awesome. X-Dream with the belt in the right place.
Hell yeah. That looks great. See, because you see the chest more, and now like the form flows better. That looks great.
Also, I mentioned that there was a tribute to original Gavan in this episode, and that is when Reiji uses the Gavarian laser to power up Setsuna Bushido's Gavarian blades, and then he does a very cool laser blade attack, which laser blade was Gavan's weapon.
Yep.
So that it was a very interesting coincidence that we got a tribute to the original Gavan this week.
Well, to be fair, that was every space sheriff. They all have laser blades.
Sure.
If he shouted dynamic, then yeah, that would be the reference.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was an earlier episode where they did an attack that looked like Gavan dynamic.
But just saying, "Oh look, it's a reference." It's like, no, that's just a common thing for all of them. They all have laser blades.
Sure. But I'm not wrong.
That's like saying, "Hey, look, that transformer can transform." It's like, yeah, they all do that.
You know what? Recontextualized like that, I understand your point. I'm not experienced enough with the Metal Hero franchise to understand the tropes of it as much as I do the other shows we watch. So I'm happy when I'm like, "Oh, that's a thing.
I recognize the thing."
I understood that reference. But the actual Hisatsu attack that he does with the laser blades was very, very badass.
Oh, Jedi Survivor, such a good game.
Did he survive?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. Thankfully.
The title was not a lie then.
I gifted you the game, so you should play it. You love it.
I have so much else going on. But so he destroys the Emons, who was spawned from the like water cooler of human tears. And then as he kills the monster, the canister comes back out of the monster and then fully explodes. So then we get this very cool but also funny scene of Bushido and the dude standing there as all of the tears he collected from so many humans are pouring down around them like it's plot rain.
Ew.
Yeah.
Like, sure, wildly unsanitary, but also equal parts hilarious because, damn it, I needed those, but also cool because it's a dramatic scene in the rain. And it's also very fun attention to detail that if you look at the scene around them, it is only wet where they're standing.
Yeah, I just also think it's really cool just seeing, like, Bushido's, like, suit getting, like, cried on.
Yeah.
He's crying.
So yeah, that's when the rest of the police show up and Tornado delivers a dragon's mouth worth of usable water for them to use. So I guess the wife will survive, but the husband's absolutely going to jail.
In the end, that's what matters.
Sure.
That marriage is over.
Those are going to be some weird conjugal visits.
So I brought the tears. Yeah, and then Kunai walks up to Setsuna and goes, "Congratulations, you are my new party member." And Setsuna goes, "Bet." I love that Kunai has the vibe of, like, I am the main character and I am recruiting all of you.
It's kind of funny. But yeah, so that's the episode. Next episode, Kunai meets Luminous. Kiki gets kidnapped. And I'm pretty sure I saw a half-second frame of Raiya being like Ultraman giant-sized fighting a monster.
Oh my!
Oh yeah, he's probably gonna pull like a jutsu out of his ass like every fucking time he shows up.
100%.
So he's got a giant jutsu.
I don't know if original Jiraiya ever went giant, but if so, that's a fun reference.
His jutsu so big, mine so small.
So small. Another episode we watched literally yesterday.
Yeah.
Kazunami Arts Tsuburaya. That's funny. All right, so aside from all of the things that I complained about, good episode.
What was that again, Ichi?
Oh, do you have another?
Cell, I wish you were here when he like crashed out on the fucking this like explosion that happened, and then the next week I brought it up
blacked
and
out,
he
forgot it happened.
He forgot that he crashed out on that explosion.
Ichi, they call that repressing a memory.
Yeah, my body's trying to save me.
It's usually associated with PTSD.
Yeah.
It was an explosion. They're not talking about it. Just go to the next day. It's like
to this episode, no one's done anything about it or even acknowledged that it happened.
Well, there's this very powerful being going around, and they need to get all the Gavans together to stop him. Stop it. So.
Anyway,
you could say it's horrible.
I wonder if Raiya's gonna be like Kunai's gonna be like a fucking sexist, and it's like, oh, who's the Gavan of this world? He's like, I am, and he'll be like, you're
woman.
Gavan.
I really fucking hope that Kunai gets to meet Gavan Amaise. That'll be hilarious.
I just like quoting that guy from the Mummy. They're led by a woman. Does a woman know?
I was thinking the same thing.
I love that movie.
It's just.
I know, right?
What about that? What about that Gavan there? It's just Ryan Steele moping about his dad. Just let's not invite him. Okay.
Dad, I'm a farrier.
Yeah, we can't forget about the aunt.
That's what I'm saying. I want Kunai to meet Gavan Amaise.
I keep saying I'm upset we haven't seen more non-humanoid.
True.
Like, come
more
on,
weird Gavans.
You gotta have more. I hope we get an octopus one.
It's not in the budget.
Yeah, it's not in the budget. It's like a 30-episode show. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already rumored that the show's going to be ending before the next Kamen Rider comes out.
Well, there's already a bunch of news posts about Omega Hunter or whatever the fuck.
All right.
Omega Horn.
Anyways, magical source, mystic force. Okay, we first gotta start. That theme song is a banger.
It's not bad, but I prefer the Wasserman version. It feels more in line with normal Power Ranger songs.
I just really like the opening, like the.
That's the most thematically appropriate part.
That's the part that makes sense, and then it just takes a hard turn off a cliff into fucking rap music.
First of all, I wouldn't call it. I love rap, but I wouldn't call it rap so much as just basically hip hop.
Sure.
And yes, they're tied together. Like, okay, what's interesting is I do like the song a lot as a song because it's very catchy.
Sure.
And I'll say this, I think the lyrics do a better job than the Wasserman one. The Wasserman one has some clunky wording.
That I'll agree on.
But it is weird. We're doing a magical, medieval themed, here come the Power Rangers, here come the Power Rangers. It's fun.
Like, why are we trying to appeal to not the core audience?
Well, the core audience is children, Ichi.
It was just the music at the time.
It really was. I think it's also interesting just because the theme song is, correct me if I'm wrong, it's the first Power Rangers theme not to just be a hard gut-busting rock song.
Okay, so. I'm not going to say the whole opening, but I just love the lyrics are just, all right, let's go. It's time to turn it on. Set the record straight. We're going to come through to right the wrong. Fight evil, Rangers power, standing strong. We got it going on.
Stop these Rangers.
Because that's the words that you want to hear out of Power Rangers. We got it going on.
They do have it going on, though.
So, I want to say like there's a guy who commented last week in our episode because we were like, oh, next week's topic is like Mystic Force for some reason, and the guy was one guy in the comments said, well, it's Mystic Force's 20th anniversary, and I'm like,
yeah, I was gonna say, Gar, did you want to comment on why we're talking about this at all?
So every month we're bouncing back and forth between Power Rangers and Super Sentai for a feature topic.
That too.
And I thought, well, it's Mystic Force's 20th anniversary. Why don't we talk about the premiere of it?
So it is because of the anniversary then.
It is just, it's this year marks 20 years of Mystic Force. It's not an actual day thing. It's just, here's Mystic Force. Because why not?
So
Saban said.
I have watched Magic Ranger, but that was like back in high school, so I haven't watched Magic Ranger in a while. I for some reason had never watched Mystic Force. I'd seen like clips, like I knew about like Plains End and all that shit, but like I never actually sat and watched an episode. And I have to say, I'm not surprised by how many times I was like, that's just Mystic Knights of Tir na Nog.
Yeah, like,
okay,
you beat me to the punch on that one when we were watching the opening.
Yeah.
No, okay, so first off, that fucking narrator is awesome.
Oh, that's also the guy that does the morphing, the
spell call-outs
voice. Yeah.
Ranger! I don't even know what the words he's saying are.
You know who it is, guys.
Which I swear it's the same guy that does the Dino Charge morpher. I could be wrong though.
Doesn't surprise me.
But I was thinking about this when I was watching the open narration, because like I look at like the other dimension that's there, and I'm just like, what if this is just where like Mystic Knights of Tir na Nog is?
Right?
When they
Mystic Knights of Tir na Nog Mystic Force Power Ranger crossover, it would have been sick, dude. That would have been the perfect time to bring them back.
When they walk through the Wakanda barrier and go into the much more dead version of the forest, my first thought was, this is just where Johnny Cage fought Scorpion.
Okay, I hear that.
So can we just talk about the fact that it's like, all right, next season of Super Sentai, it's about magic. What do we call this show? Well, we can't call it Magic Force.
Why not?
Or
Mystic Force.
Or you fucking nailed it. If they did a crossover with Mystic Force and Mystic Knights of Tir na Nog, you call it Mystic Force of Tir na Nog.
That'd be good.
How long does it take for Nick to believe in magic?
I mean, he does by the end of the second episode, doesn't he?
Did Udonna's actress pass away?
Oh yeah, like 2010.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Like way back when.
Aw, that's sad.
I love that the opening narration made such a big to-do about the army of the undead, and then they cut to the leader who's a fucking robot monster.
Yeah, that was weird at it.
Well, to be fair, Korag does call him, like, you're just a servant to the master. You're not even the big bad.
No, the forces are undead, sure. It's just the forces of the undead, and just like in film speak, you don't put that narration over that character.
It's confusing. Monster with giant sword that looks like a tooth.
Yeah, I believe his name in the Japanese was Hades or Hades. I know there were a couple different villains.
Well, Hades, I like that.
Yeah. let me look him up.
What's his name in this?
Mordecon.
Yeah, because he has motors on his head.
Power Ranger's name.
It really is.
Mordecon.
Who voiced
Mordecon? You gotta get out of here, Mordecon.
Right. In Magic Ranger, he was Bronken. Hades was a different villain.
Oh, okay.
There were like several layers of different villains, because there was like Bronken, and then there were like the 7 god beasts. They probably show up later in this.
But in typical Power Rangers fashion, we set up like a great battle happened X thousand years ago.
No, they said it was only a few years ago.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
It was only like 20 odd years ago. Wait, hang on. Nick, how old are you? Okay.
Okay. I take back that sense, but still, battle X amount of years ago.
Yeah.
Right? And something happened where there were these 5, we'll call them teenagers with attitude, and they're all color-coded.
Yep.
And they did the thing that banished the thing, but they did a shitty job of it.
Well, it's not that they did a shitty job of it. Yes, there was lots of wirework in these
we
fights.
noticed
Lots
that.
of firework.
It wasn't that the ancient wizards of 3 years ago did a shitty job. It was that they sealed them and then like some earthquake happened and that like cracked the barrier.
Well, that's my point. You earthquake proof your shit.
That is where their fail was.
Oh yeah, they didn't fail in doing it, but like
They failed in safeguarding it.
That's my point. Like yeah, and like a lot of power kids media in general, there's always that evil threat who they did it, but you know they didn't do a good job of like we didn't hide the key very well.
Yeah.
I also actually liked the warriors. They all had like a bit of a different look to them. We didn't really get any good close-ups on them. I noticed.
I did.
Also,
I will say the like clothing design, like the wardrobe department for this show, absolutely phenomenal.
Mhm.
I loved every character, outfit, uniform, that like everything that was like fantasy
Costumes
or
were
faith
on point.
themed, and like the Rangers uniforms, phenomenal. Love that shit.
Speaking of design, so what was with that dragon in the opening shot? Was that to me, like, because you don't really get a nice picture of it because 4x3 show that's not in high def. It looked like a Tyrannosaurus Rex just with dragon wings.
I'm gonna
Probably what it was.
Nobody say yes or no to this, but the guess that I'm gonna put out there is they had a dragon back when that war was fought, and then that's what became the mouth of the base.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh,
Because like
And then everyone died.
Because like when we see the like base, like root core, I think they called it. The entrance into it is the fucking mouth of a dragon that closes, which is holy fucking badass.
That's
that
metal
was
as
super
fuck, bro.
cool.
Another great thing about this show, the set design,
Oh yeah.
phenomenal.
I look at that and I'm like, hey, didn't Disney say they were slashing budgets
Yeah,
when this show came out?
for a series that is typically not the highest budget, I think they did an amazing job, at least based on what I'm seeing in these 2 episodes.
Honestly, like it's one of my favorite bases I've seen in a Power Ranger show.
Yeah.
Now. Really liked it.
I don't know. They walk into it. I'm like, did we just accidentally walk into Grum's base in SPD?
Mhm.
This fucking
Probably was.
mana tree looking motherfucker.
Hey, I wonder where the tree could be. Could it be the biggest tree ever?
It's just Wonder World from Saber.
EJ also loved your pedantic little thing there, as you do, where a legion of wizards. Those are knights.
Okay, when I said that,
Yeah.
the shot that was on screen was the red dude, and
Yes.
it was a very silhouetted shot. The angles of his uniform that I could make out made it look like he had knight armor on.
I'm fine with it.
But I will say that when we saw him in a later shot, the clothes did look more wizard-like. So sure, they were all wizards,
In the chat, they got a picture of the dragon head to the
right?
to the. It is great. I also love. There's a nice little detail when it closes its mouth. There's like smoke coming out the nostrils.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh yeah.
So yes, X years ago, some wizards stealed away all of the evil things into the underworld. Cut to present day, 2000 whatever the fuck, 2006 I think.
Yeah.
2000, it was 2006. Or if you really want to think of it, maybe it is 2005 because SPD takes place in 2025. So maybe it is 2005 for Mystic Force.
So we cut to our to-be Red Ranger, who is this man named Nick, who is a wanderer who travels around freeloading off of various family members, presumably from his later description. And I love that, like, one of his first lines is, well, this must be Briarwood. He then drives away, and the camera pans over to a sign that says Briarwood.
Yeah, I brought it up before we started recording. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, new Power Ranger sucks. It was better back in the day." And then but that's like what you remember of it. And when you actually go back and rewatch some of it, it's like that was very clunky.
Oh yeah, no,
kids.
that's why I can't.
Power Rangers
I can't
not a good
watch,
show.
No, I can't watch Power Ranger shows really much anymore, just because the dialogue is just so cringy at times.
Okay, let's get this out of the way. The only interesting member of the team is Xander. He's an interesting kind of charismatic.
No, I like Chip too. Chip's adorable.
No, you know what? I like Chip, just not in these 2 episodes. Chip has his moments in
I'm
this
sure
show.
they become more fleshed out, more developed characters in later episodes, but my impression from these 2 episodes is the only one who is not a bland, effortless archetype is Xander. He at least has some charismatic twinge to himself.
Maybe it's because they actually let Xander's actor keep his accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently Nick's actor's Australian, and you could tell that he was trying to like hide that accent.
No, like this is one of the first times where they did not hire anyone from America.
From these 2 episodes, Nick has no discernible personality traits other than lives with various family members and doesn't believe in magic for an episode and a half.
Mm-hmm.
It was literally like watching the first episode of Megaforce again, but I'm the new kid in town. It was the exact same character.
We got tropes for days.
Also, I didn't know that Blue and Pink were sisters. That's nice.
Okay, let's talk about that quickly for a second. We should talk about the characters.
Sure.
If you don't know, and you tell me if I'm wrong, the gimmick of Magi Ranger, they're siblings, right?
It's a whole family of mages.
Yeah. Are they all siblings or are they cousins and stuff?
They're all siblings.
Family.
Okay.
It's a family of 5 siblings. The mother was the White Ranger.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, Power Rangers had siblings on the team before, right? Before Mystic Force?
Hunter and Blake
Leo and Mike.
Ninja Storm.
Leo and Mike from Lost Galaxy.
Okay. Was Ninja Storm before or after this?
Before.
Okay.
It was the first Disney season.
Okay, so but it's still rare, but yeah.
Ryan and the Pink Lightspeed.
Oh yeah, the Lightspeed Rangers.
Oh, right.
Pink and Titanium.
Right.
Pink and Titanium.
That was a twist. He's my son. Dun dun dun.
Dude, he made a deal with Diabolico so he wouldn't fall off a cliff and die.
Wait, how did you make a deal with someone that was supposed to be sealed away?
How did he do that? But yeah, so the point is, like,
curse you, Neil Kaplan.
Now, obviously, a big part of Power Rangers is diversity. That's always been a thing since day one. So I see why they didn't want to go with siblings on this one. So to me, it's just interesting. It's like they said, well, let's have at least one pair because that's the point of this team it's based on.
We can't not have some sort of family theme in the show that is based on a family.
Also, I'm wondering if maybe they saw the footage of between Blue and Pink from the Sentai and realized, there's a deep bond there, so it'd be good to keep that. I don't know.
It's been so long since I watched Magi Ranger that I can't really think of any significant Uraura and Hoka interactions that I think would warrant that being the case, but I'm not willing to write it off.
You know what? When we watch
their cousin.
Okay.
Nope, sisters.
I looked up Xander's actor's name, and Ichi, I need your pronunciation skills for what is that last name?
Richard Peter Brancatisano.
Hold on, let me take a look at this.
Looks Italian.
Brancatisano.
Bronchitis?
That looks Italian.
I'll do it. Give me a second.
I mean, it's there on the screen.
It's far away, and I have
Pull out your glass. Richard Cappuccino.
Oh no, he's Rick.
Brancatisano.
Yeah. I wasn't far off.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm looking up all the cast members, and I'm just seeing Xander's actor's last name. I was like, how do you say that?
I'm sorry. That is a really funny joke, though.
Richard Cappuccino?
No, Richard Peter Brontosaurus.
Oh.
Peter Brontosaurus.
Richard Peter Broccoli.
Yeah, Richard Peter
Broccoli.
Broccoli.
The episode title if we don't have anything.
Sure.
Richard Peter.
I just want to see a I just want the thumbnail to be like a Brontosaurus with Xander's fucking head on it.
All right, but yeah, okay. So let's talk about the characters and the little archetypes that they are. So
Nick is the one who doesn't believe at 1st. He's the loner, the wanderer, the bad boy, the rebel,
loves his bike.
The reluctant red.
Yeah,
that would be
motorcycle.
Xander is the charismatic, charming, funny boy who tries to talk his way out of every situation, aka Plan Xander.
I should say that I should absolutely hate Xander. I should think he's fucking stupid and annoying. I don't, though. I love Xander.
Right?
Xander's a fun
so
guy.
much.
Again, Xander is the only one so far that actually has a character.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, that New Zealand accent works so much in his favor.
You know what it is, Lane? It's like Tregear in those dubs of Ultra Galaxy Fight, where everyone has that heroic voice, but since they gave Tregear that English accent, it's like he stands out more.
It's also like Chase in Dino Charge, because he was from New Zealand as well, and it
wasn't as pronounced as Xander is.
New Zealand actors are fucking dope.
Also,
made Lord
also
of the
by the way,
Rings.
in the show, in Mystic Force later on, they do acknowledge that Xander is from New Zealand.
Oh, that's fun.
Cool.
Oh.
That's good.
Oh, okay, Lane. You said you should hate this guy, but you love him, and like just the fact that because damn, do a drinking game every time this guy says his name.
Yeah.
It's Bob Vance Refrigeration.
Oh my god.
Playing Vance.
Bob Manson.
I love the whole joke of Plan Xander. Just there's always third option. Plan Xander. Talk your way. Just talk your way out of it.
All right, and this is where
I want there to be an actual episode where like he does Plan Xander and it works.
Spoilers, it never works.
Oh no! I'm
never
sad.
And
Save
they
that for the
even brought
movie.
it back in Once a Ranger when they're surrounded by chillers, and he's like, "Hang on, guys, do Plan Xander."
Yeah,
It would have been
that's where we
such a
learned about
good
Plan
payoff
Xander.
for it to actually work one time.
or you know what better? You know what's better?
Boo.
They meet evil counterparts of themselves, and it always works when he does it. I was gonna say
work once.
Did it? What if that's how they fix Wolzard?
you mean Korag?
Yeah.
okay.
I love that name.
So Ichi, this is where I'm going to disagree with you slightly on like none of the other characters have a personality. Because next character, Chip. I think Chip has personality.
Chip is Michelangelo.
That's a personality.
Sure.
I didn't say it was deep.
No. Chip is living in his own world, and I couldn't be more happier for him.
That's a good way to put it.
Just like
He seems
him
happy
being
in
into
his
the shit that he's
pizza-addled paradise.
Yeah, no, he's pretending to like fight with a sword and doing all the shit. And he's like wowed by everything that they encounter, like in these 2 episodes. And I'm just like, you fucking go, Chip. You keep doing what you're doing, man.
He's apparently really close friends with I think her name's Vita, the pink one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now let me clarify. When I said earlier that like none of the characters had personality, what I meant to say was none of their personalities are interesting in a way that makes me want to see more of them.
That's fair enough.
Xander, I want to see where it goes. I wanted to see Plan Xander succeed. Everyone else, you have them immediately clocked, and you can absolutely see their character progressions.
In that sense, yes. I just think Chip is interesting because his whole thing is he
Terry,
believes in
you're
magic even before all this.
Yeah.
Like, he believes in the
not
other.
wrong.
He's the one with the childlike innocence to him.
Yeah.
He's the Michelangelo.
That was the
Childlike
thing I
innocence,
loved
let me get
about
that in
Dust. That's the thing I loved about Dustin and Ninja Storm when they find out they're Power Rangers and he's like, "That's fucking awesome."
It is. I do like that character type where it's like
That's
jazz to
that's-
be a hero.
That's the party dude aspect of his character.
Party.
He's down to like fight dudes and be awesome.
All right. Our next character
Your Power
is
Rangers.
Mia,
Awesome.
the pink one.
Vita.
That's Vita.
Mia is samurai.
Oh, whoops.
Mia.
So her thing is she's the bad girl and she doesn't like pink and she's upset that she has to be the Pink Ranger.
AKA my dating history.
Okay, Gar, I need to ask this: does she ever end up actually being like, "I do like pink"?
You don't remember.
Oh,
Keep
I
in
gotta-
mind, I watched this show back in high school.
Yeah, same. That's me with Magic
she
Ranger.
does. Okay, see, she went full circle with her thing. She's like, "Oh, I don't like
But my
pink."
point is that's fully predictable.
Yeah, no, in that sense, I think Ichi is right. I do think that also, though, I'll say this, though, because, again, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think that had ever been done before, where a character said, "Oh, I don't like this color." It's even more of a joke.
The
because
immediate instance that I can think of, and I don't think this counts, is Turbo Rangers movie, Kimberly hypnotized by Malagor. Pink is out.
It doesn't, but thank you for bringing that up.
Right?
and you know, it's like 2006 and we're still kind of in that age of like, you know, pink is feminine only. So like that was them like making the joke about it, I guess.
Sure.
Like, and it's I thought it was kind of cute, like funny.
Most Power Ranger teams where there are 2 girls, one is the feminine one and one is the less feminine one.
Yeah. And again,
It's
they're
okay.
going with the sibling aspect with them.
It's okay. 2006, like pink isn't appreciated. Give it 8 years. I make pink awesome.
He did. He did.
And then our other female ranger, Madison the Blue Ranger, and so far her only discernible character trait is I'll do what my sister does.
Ichi, I am fully on board with you on that one because I constantly forgot there's a Blue Ranger.
There you go.
Like, she is 100% nothing in these 2 episodes.
Cute
Maybe
as fuck,
I'm sure she grows.
She's so cute. She's so cute.
They're all cute.
They're saying, guess what Blue becomes?
Oh,
Tell
no.
me.
What the fuck?
Is the Brontosaurus.
Oh, no.
Oh, for Ned? You know what? You know what? I could tell that when he had that she had that conversation with him when she's like, come back with us, and Nick's like,
yeah, when she talks to him while he's trying to fix his bike, I was like, okay, so they're setting up a love interest.
Oh,
and again,
yeah,
I want to make this clear for everyone in the chat. We only watched the first 2 episodes.
Yeah,
I'm sure they'll all become lovable
she dies
rapscallions.
Oh, she dyes her hair pink at the end. That's cool. I like that.
No.
Aw.
Kaguya's like, I heard Madison slander, or as I call it, Madislander.
It's not bad.
Which I
Workshop.
call Frogurt.
Which I call Frogurt.
So they
is
work
that all
in
5
they
of
work
them?
in
I
like
don't
a
even
music
know.
store.
Yes.
Okay.
And yeah, they work in a save Nick. They all work at a music store
Called Rockporium.
which is
Rockporium.
Prism.
Oh, it's Prism.
what was it called?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Rockporium.
I was looking at my point is, I was looking at the sign. What does that say?
Yeah, it's Rockporium.
It was hard to read because every letter was a different wacky font, but I'm pretty sure it said Rockporium.
Yeah, I think it's
as in an emporium of rock.
And they all work for this season's Ernie. What was his name?
Toby.
And you gotta have this character in a Power Rangers. He's the lovable, goofy
the normie
boss.
who is always trying to poke his way into the nonsense.
Yeah. And
he was Piggy in the SPD.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh,
nice.
No, Piggy was a great character. So.
This is cutting ahead a little bit, but someone needs to tell me. I want every single episode for Toby to be head bashing into that tree.
How do you get in here?
Twice they did it where Toby saw them come out of the fucking portal tree, did not ask any follow-up questions, and instead, twice over these episodes, decided to ram his fucking skull into the tree, and I want that to happen every episode until he has a concussion.
I'd like to think he smokes a lot of pot.
He gives the vibe of weed smoker.
He's a stoner that owns a rock music store. Like, come on.
He was snorkeling the weed.
Also, if you want to,
that's why he was talking to the fish.
If you want to get a job at Rockporium, all you have to say is that Jimi Hendrix is the best guitar player alive.
Okay. I was honestly hoping you guys understood when they said Jimmy.
Yeah, I know fucking nothing about that kind of music. Even I understood they were referencing Jimi Hendrix.
I mean,
okay,
that's the correct answer.
No, 100%.
I'm not that much of a detached weeb.
Oh, is that the location where the Rockporium was? Cool.
It's now a hotel.
Is that what that is? A hotel?
Hotel Cardiner.
That sounds like a Power Rangers hangout spot too.
Right?
Like we all work at the Hotel Cardinier.
Like their base is hidden in like the secret conference room.
Yes. Let's do that.
Hotel Porium.
Hotel Porium.
That's a good name. That's a good name for a hotel.
The Hotel Porium.
So anyways, we get introduced to our 5 characters, and then oh no, an earthquake happens, and then we cut to like presumably Udana reading the big book of lore, the Xenotome, and just she opens the book and starts like reading what's happening, and then we get the first of what are many godly fucking atrocious line reads in these episodes. Just, oh no.
Like, it sounded like a warm-up. Like, words cannot describe how bad this read was.
That was one of many lines where I had to pause because I was laughing too hard.
Like, I honestly think like she was like caught her voice or something in her throat, because the rest of her reading is good.
I love that shot. Like, did I do good? I know I did good.
And guys, finally,
why does Decker's screenshot look better than the official release of the show?
Yeah, by the way, you sent us links to the actual episodes on their YouTube channel, which did not have subtitles, by the way.
Boo earns Power Rangers official.
So we were screaming and laughing and presumably missed a couple of lines.
We'll watch it again sometime.
Please no.
No, 20 years from now.
Okay.
So I found out something about Udana's actress. So apparently she's the oldest living actor to ever play a Power Ranger.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, I remembered why I liked it. Why I liked the Yellow Mystic Force suit so much. I forgot. Someone made me as a fun.
That's fun. We'll talk about the suits in a little bit, but I will just say that this yellow suit is my favorite on the team.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
You said the name of it, but I gotta say it's a pretty great name, the Xenotome.
Yeah.
Which means the alien book.
Good old Arthur.
Or the other. Oh, does that mean the other book? That's what that literally means. That's awesome.
Well, what does Xeno mean?
Xeno means other, alien, like
not xenophobia.
Just Xeno.
Xeno means foreign, strange, alien, or guest.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Guest book.
The guest book.
Sign it on your way out.
Yeah.
That's how they have to leave.
We also get introduced to her apprentice Claire, which Claire?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Claire,
Yep,
yeah.
Claire.
She's adorable as shit.
She is, and I don't know the name of the character I'm about to reference, but she had the same vibe as Xena's sidekick.
Yeah. Oh my god!
Right?
Yeah, she is fucking what's her name?
I don't remember her name, but I know exactly what
We
you
all
mean.
know the character, but nobody remembers her name.
No, hang on. I can look this up.
Someone look it up.
Also,
no, it's such a cool name too. Gabrielle.
That's it.
Yeah, Gabrielle. Gabriella.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
You couldn't remember that name for any other particular reason.
No.
Moving on.
Also, we're at the bi-monthly Cell thirsts over someone in the show.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit! No, dude, Claire, baddie.
She's kind of smoking.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Udonna
she's
too,
cute.
actually.
Now,
Now,
did her turning into a sheep?
After she turned into a sheep.
I was gonna say, did the sheep thing
Dude.
improve or worsen?
You guys know too much about my life.
The sheep puns she was making when she was a sheep actually got a laugh out of me. That was pretty funny.
I wasn't mad at the puns happening while she was a sheep. Thank you. I'm more mad at myself that I did not see them coming for some reason.
Now listen here, you bad
That's what
boy.
makes them good. No, I was like, I'm gonna love her.
You know there were,
she becomes a focus character in
Sick.
some episodes.
That's
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
Secret original ranger.
No, she like, you know, to use the acumen, she's the alpha of the situation.
Sure.
And that's fine.
Okay, so also this broke my mind because I had to look this up. So like,
It does look like
Udonna,
Luna Gel.
disguises herself as like an old man to like
Oh
draw
my
the
God!
Rangers in, and I swear to God, Cell, I thought that was Brooks from Shawshank Redemption. He kinda
Oh my
looked like
god! He does have that look.
That fucking old man, like, that was not an actor. That was some guy on the staff's dad that happened to be by that day, and they just, could you, like, read these lines for us, please?
I thought that was Brooks from fucking Shawshank Redemption. I had to look it up. I'm like, okay, it's not him, but it could have been because he didn't die till like 2000 something. So I was like, all right.
So fucking funny because, like, he's like, oh, I need help. My son's lost in the woods or some shit. And then, like, brother. So he takes the team into the woods, and as they're like wandering, I'm like, if this old man doesn't turn out to be a wizard, I'll be mad. 5 seconds later, he vanishes.
Turns out he's a witch.
I do like the whole thing of that, like, oh, my brother was taken by a creature out in the woods, and everyone just sort of went, oh, hell no.
And Nick's like, let's go.
There was that one extra who just like, he didn't have a line because he was an extra. I just have him go, oh.
The extras were doing work.
The extra in part 2 when like he looks at Nick just talking to himself because Udonna's in it.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
That was a fun bit.
No, we were talking about how great the costumes are in this show. Because spoilers, it turns out it was Udonna the whole time.
The fucking scene where the old man transforms back into Udonna had me laughing so hard because there is a frame where it's Udonna's body, old man face.
But for me, like, we're talking about, it was hilarious there. We're talking about the costumes. That man's overalls were up to his shoulders.
Like, yeah, absolutely.
Like, did he just have those?
Like I said, that wasn't an actor. That was just a guy they brought on set.
He wandered in.
That was the studio hobo.
Udonna, more like prima donna.
Oh.
Yeah. So we also get introduced to Korag, the warrior of darkness. Darkness.
I gotta say, his introduction scene was pretty fucking cool.
What if Cell invented a character?
Pretty much.
The fact that you reference like the script, it's like, all right, how many Mighty Morphin references can we make without anyone noticing?
The fucking first thing he says when he shows up is, after all these years, I'm free.
And me and Ichi immediately did the Leo DiCaprio thing.
I'm like, I guess, all right.
He just has that voice, man.
Sure.
Yeah,
he's a sexy motherfucker.
Also, it's the Wolzard suit, and the Wolzard suit is just
it's peak. Like,
absolutely one of the top 10 suits in all of Sentai.
100%.
He like that voice actor, man, he's bringing his fucking A game.
100%.
Yeah.
You're just expecting him to start going, I'm too sexy for my shirt.
Too sexy for my suit, the Sentai, I heard.
But yeah, I like that, like, later, like, cause like we were talking about earlier, but like I love that he just like badmouths the other villain. He's just like, fuck you, I'm better than you, bitch.
Now
like,
that is a thing that was in Magi Ranger, so we can't give him like 100% credit for it, but I do think they execute it pretty well, as well as Magi Ranger did. Like having Wolzard Korag be like, I'm working with you, but I don't work for you, you stupid bastard.
I mean, that's a trope in and of itself.
Sure, but it's an interesting one.
It does.
When done, Master Mordecon.
Yeah, when done well, it's always interesting to see villains at each other's throats in a way.
Another thing that you mentioned was in Magi Ranger, but credit to them in Magi Ranger for doing this. Oh God, Gosei.
Oh my God, that's where I heard that voice.
Was that Gosei?
Really?
He's Troll-sei.
There's a perfectly good explanation for this.
Here's another Zord.
The thing I was gonna say though, the interesting thing, and you said this was in Magi Ranger, was seeing the mentor be a ranger and they actually get the first morph.
Yes.
And an older woman at that. That's in progress.
In Magi Ranger, the family, their mother is Magi Mother. That's literally the suit name, Magi Mother.
Okay,
which really begs the question of, did she have that power before becoming a mother?
Kind of self-fulfilling there, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm Magi Mother, I guess I have to have a child now.
Well, no, she was the mother of magic, of the human world, because she descended from Magitopia.
Yeah.
Guys, the voice of Korag.
Yeah. Dude,
I'm a dude.
I'll bestow wolf status on her.
In Almighty Johnson's.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you love that show.
I fucking love that show.
So yes, the Rangers get escorted by old man disguised as Udana into the Wakanda barrier.
Sorry, you said old man disguised as Udana.
Whoops.
That would have been hilarious.
Yeah. So they get escorted past the magic barrier into the magic fairy woods. So apparently what's happening is the magic fae realm is just a thing that exists in a specific location on the planet
that you can walk into.
I don't know if they ever address it, but like, what would happen if anyone non-magic walked into that? Like, would they stumble into magic world and get eaten by something, or is the wall stopping them from entering?
Maybe it's like a bug zapper situation. They just disintegrate when they touch it.
Yo, there's a toy exclusive form, Dark Fury Dragon.
Cool.
That's some Chou dragon shit. That's awesome.
Xander did say for those that go into the woods, they just never come back.
They did say
Be a
that.
thing that they just disintegrate.
The trees are the people lost in the woods.
That would be a cool twist.
That's actually spooky.
Everyone treats it like a normal thing because it's Power Rangers.
Yeah. Look at his dragon form. It's stupid.
At this point, you can't believe that. You have to believe monsters and aliens exist in this world.
It's like that certain force in a certain section of Japan that a certain YouTuber got canceled for going into. Whoops.
So they go into the magic forest, discover like a village of fae creatures living there, and are immediately confronted with Korag and a bunch of mooks. And I don't remember if those mook suits were in Magi Ranger or not.
They were cool though.
They were.
Yeah. Okay.
They were.
What are they called?
Disney. They were like Munichs.
Unix?
Munichs.
Like the city?
I don't know.
What's a eunuch? Ah!
But yeah,
None of these mooks
back
have
to
their
the
cock and balls.
Oh.
back to the whole budget thing.
Jetix, like the channel?
Yeah, Jetix. That's where the show aired.
That's true. What about the budget, car?
There was after SPD, Disney went, we are not spending so much fucking money on Power Rangers anymore.
Could have fooled me.
That was a fucking lie.
So use as much Sentai footage as you can for these shows. So no more original mooks. Use as much Sentai footage as possible. And the episode, this is the first of many seasons to only be 32 episodes.
Oh,
that's.
I will say, like, if there had to be a season where they used as much of the Sentai footage as possible, this is a good one to do because it is so fantasy themed.
That's true. The other thing too, like in regards to these two episodes, this was the pilot.
Yeah.
So I think they probably put a little more. Okay, put some more money in this.
That's probably
Get the
true.
kids watching, because I don't know if like
the wire
plus,
work.
Plus, then we have all these establishing shots of all these locations that they can just recycle.
Exactly. And speaking of the wire work, holy shit,
there was so much fucking wire work in these episodes.
It was good, but
there was a lot.
There was like the wire fighting team was ready. You know what I was hoping would happen? Go ahead.
Yep. Oh no, it's okay. Yeah, go ahead.
What I was hoping they didn't do this, like when they're in that village, we're seeing all like the ghouls, goblins, and fairies and everything, and then that big like ogre mook,
the big golem motherfucker.
Yeah, I didn't watch the show before, so I didn't know. I was hoping they were gonna pull a joke of like that's just a guy who lives there too.
That would have been funny. Actually,
like he wasn't an enemy. It's like it's like in how Crimson Desert. There's just like ogres that aren't enemies. They're just like NPCs.
There's just in one area there's just a straight up giant tree walking around and he doesn't fight. You don't have to fight him.
This is Chief. He doesn't say anything. Hey Chief. Hey.
About time someone says something to me.
What were you gonna say, Lynn?
I just wanted to like comment. I'm not commenting on like the Ranger suits, but I like their uniforms they get.
Yes,
like I was saying earlier, their uniforms, all of the costumes in this show, love it. That is my flavor of shit.
That's the perfect in between like civilian wear and the power suits. Is that those like wizard uniforms?
Yeah. Also the capes are really good at hiding the stunt doubles' faces when they get tossed around.
Sure.
Well, I don't. During the fights, you could tell it's like stunt double. There they are. Stunt double. There. Stunt double.
Because a lot of times they get rolled around and you just see the cape just like covering their faces. They like fall. I'm like,
I don't even care so much about that. You got to do what you got to do in these situations. The cape is on theme, so it's I fully am okay with them using it however they can.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot about that battleizer. That's super dope.
I think it leans too much into a samurai look that is kind of not the full theme. You know what I mean?
I get what
like
you mean.
This is a show about magicians, and why do we have a samurai power up?
Well,
anyway,
because he fused with the dragon. Anyways,
so what I don't know if they do this, and someone can clarify for me in future episodes. What I would love to be the case is when they're out in like normal Earth, they just have their normal clothes. But when they go into the barrier or into any like magical area, their uniforms like manifest onto them magically.
That'd be a good thing to do if so.
They do? Excellent.
There
Love that.
Nice consistency.
Yeah.
But yeah,
because when they morph, we do see their uniforms on them, so it would make sense if they're always wearing the uniforms when they morph.
That's true.
I love that.
Not as cool as the Wild Force jackets, though.
Sure. And I'm just glad it's not one of those situations like Dino Charge or one of those seasons where anytime they morph, it's just like a fucking suit or just like glowing light all over their body.
The black latex
suit.
Yeah,
like a full black latex suit.
The actual spandex that they wear.
Nothing beats the Lightspeed rescue jackets and the SPD uniforms. Like
Lightspeed jackets,
yeah,
pretty good.
And that's a show where them always being in uniform makes perfect sense.
Oh, quick sidebar. Lane found this on Twitter the other day. Was it Lane like the director of Deadpool 2 was in Lightspeed Rescue?
Yeah, director Deadpool 2 was in Lightspeed Rescue. He was like that rival to Kai, and then he got possessed to be evil for a bit, and he fought Kai. So
yeah, Lane found that the other day. I was like, okay, gotta start somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, I was like, all right, cool.
So I love that, like, when Udana starts explaining the lore to them, she opens up the Xenotome, and she describes it as the book of everything we do not know, and then immediately starts reading lore to them out of it, and my immediate response to that is, so then that is a thing that you do know. So then why is it in the book of things that you don't know?
Basically, every time this book opens, it should just implode.
Yeah, right? It's like a divide by zero situation.
Wait a minute. What's this thing about ancient dinosaur being guardians and something about talking animals?
Ignore that one.
What the fuck's a hyperforce?
Cars!
With big
Also,
googly anime eyes.
Apparently, Xander and Maddie like show up in like Vita's car, and she's like, "Xander, what the fuck did I tell you about taking my car?"
Well, you weren't gonna come back, so I guess I'd just steal it.
And then Udana just
that was low key hilarious. Like, oh, so you were going into the forest, and presumably you were never gonna come back. So I guess I own the car now.
That's how wills work.
Yeah.
And then fucking Udana had a fucking like Lisa Nagai moment. She's like, and there were 5. My God,
that was the moment where like, all right, that's a fucking wizard.
Yeah, Lane, peak reference, by the way.
Yeah, she's like a literal Stilgar. Just Lisa Nagai.
She just like starts using the voice. Silence.
Nick shows up. You just hear.
So like Udana tells them the lore of like
quick thing, because the whole thing was those guys came to attack, right? And Udana came and wrecked shit.
Yeah.
I love though how she summons brooms
and just whisk them away on brooms.
And I like how 4 of them are screaming,
and one of them's like,
"That's Chip."
Yeah, Chip's having the time of his life.
Like I said, he's Michelangelo, the party dude. Whatever's happening, it's just awesome. He's down for it.
Like that was a good way to like
differentiate him.
Yes, and it was a good comedy beat too. Sure. I just wanted to point that out. But yes, like Udana's explaining.
I can understand why Linkara really loves Chip.
Sure. Oh yeah, I gotta say that too quickly. That is up until today, the most I've seen of Mystic Force was Linkara's History of Power Rangers.
Yeah,
in the episode.
Well, yeah, that's all of us.
No, so, I actually watched all Mystic Force.
Nice.
For some reason, I never did, even though from these 2 episodes, it feels like it's pretty much my jam.
Because you're a weeb and you watch Magi Ranger.
True. It was just so funny that like she explains all this lore, like, oh, the battle and the darkness, and they were sealed, and the wizards, and you are the Power Rangers. I'm sorry, what?
What are those?
What are those, and how do they relate to this? The wizards in the story weren't Power Rangers, so what are Power Rangers? Why do they exist, and why are we them?
Well, okay.
Well, no, they know what Power Rangers are. It's 2006. Yeah, it's 2006 in the main continuity. They know what the Power Rangers are.
None of them really reacted to it as if they knew what Power Rangers are.
To be fair, unfortunately, Power Rangers tends to always do that.
No, I understand that, like, in many shows, it's like Power Rangers are an existing thing that happened, and people are aware of them.
No, people are aware of them, but they always act surprised still. Like, it's a weird thing. Power Rangers is weird with that. Like, I've noticed they've done that a few times.
Yeah, it's the same thing where, like, whether or not Kamen Rider is a term used in a show.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, from these 2 episodes, it's not clear if Power Rangers are a thing that people know about in canon.
Well, and to what you were saying about, like, wait, well, how are these guys Power Rangers? Because, like, the implication, it was a separate dimension, right?
Well, it's not so much a separate... They
hidden world.
They posit it like a separate dimension, but it is just a location on Earth that is separated by a magic barrier.
The power of the grid.
Sure.
To be a Power Ranger is a pretty universal thing in this world.
Sure.
Like in this universe. Like, you know, there's Power Rangers on other planets and shit.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is this a show that is part of the overarching lore of Power Rangers are a thing and everyone knows what they are?
It is, and again, I'm just going to say...
Okay.
It falls again under that. Like,
then my problem to that becomes there was not more explicit response to that. Like, really? The Power Rangers? We get to be them?
Well, because you have to remember, also a kid's show, you have to acknowledge that they're probably not going to acknowledge other shows. Gotta remember, Ichi, this is 2006. This is before nerd culture basically took over and everything had to be a reference to everything else.
He is not wrong. This is back when we were allowed to have fun. When you need to put up a fucking graph to know what's going on.
I still could.
Yeah. Which speaking of the morphing grid, if you're curious about a cool video, here's
This is a great
really
video.
awesome one.
This is a great video.
How
Watch
new
that.
Power Rangers were.
No, it's actually a really cool idea. How he, I won't go into it, but he comes up with a really cool idea of what the grid is.
Sure.
That's this video, right, Gar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the Force. It's an energy field that surrounds all living things.
Penetrates us.
Sure.
But guys,
It's like
biggest
Ether
question,
from Final
though.
Fantasy.
It makes you
The
tall
biggest
if you're a
question,
kid.
though. Do you believe in magic?
Do you believe in magic?
It depends on the day.
So the monsters attack, and everyone gets tossed around and fights a bunch of weird
Gun devils
monsters
are tossed
while
around.
being in a village of fey fantasy creatures. And Nick promptly goes, "I guess I believe," and like doesn't fully commit. And I understand it's to like differentiate the leader from the others in that he is having a slower acceptance of the premise. But I'm so fucking... I know this is a show from 2006, but I'm so fucking tired of stories where the Red Ranger doesn't believe the thing that he is seeing happen in front of his face.
It doesn't work for that too, but it also doesn't work in general for me. Just this idea of like, this is not up for debate anymore. Like, how can you not?
You've been punched in the face by a fucking monster from hell.
You've seen...
What will convince you if not that?
You've seen morphing. Like, this would be like saying, oh, I don't know if trees are real. Like, what do you...
You're breathing oxygen from them, motherfucker!
What if he's a flat
keep
earther?
in mind, this is, keep in
That
mind,
would
this
be
is the same
hilarious.
Keep in mind, this is still the same franchise where in the very first episode, one of the Rangers went, guys, we were just talking to a giant floating head.
Yeah. But that was the first season.
You're human. You could have been a giant lizard. I understand, Kaguya, that the reason Red Ranger's debut was delayed because that happened in Magi Ranger. But at least in Magi Ranger, the reason for that is, Kai, you're the youngest. You don't get to be a hero yet.
Oh, is that the shtick?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Red Ranger is the youngest member of the family, so they're like, you're too young to be a warrior. We'll go do the magic stuff. And
That's
then
a
he
good
shows up
setup.
to help them anyway.
That's a good setup.
Right? Magi Ranger's great. Everyone go watch Magi Ranger.
You know, turn
It
this
just came
off.
Just came out on Blu-ray.
Nice.
Go
The
watch it
Rangers
in
have
high
dragon
def.
forms? That's cool. Usually they
Oh,
just
yeah,
turn into their
toys.
beasts.
But buy the toys.
Buy the toys.
Buy now. Buy
I
now.
know.
You know what else you can buy? Those delicious wands.
I also love that like Udana as like the white Mystic Force Ranger clearly is like the ice themed warrior,
Mhm.
but there are definitely a couple shots where she straight up explodes dudes.
That's just magic. You can blow shit up. No, you know what it is? Under the right circumstances, ice can create enough friction to produce sparks. So
Sure.
It-
Oh,
the logic is sound.
you mentioned the explosions. I don't want to go into it because Lewis already brought it up. The whole
Oh,
thing.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
The Cal explosions, man.
Cal-
Yeah, that's fine.
Let Linkara explain that one, people. Go watch
Yeah.
Linkara's videos on History of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
You get hit
So-
with an explosion in the back and it sends you forward.
I want to say too about their wands. Like I love how like everything looked kind of lived in. Like I was talking about how the base. I love how the base is a good amalgamation of like there's technology, but there is also this like medieval like
Yeah.
apothecary vibe to it.
Yeah.
Like everything's woody, but there's also screens.
Yeah.
It could have been a bad juxtaposition, but it worked.
Yeah.
The wands are funny to me because they start off like like gnarled wood.
Yeah.
That's plastic on the top.
And let's be real, they looked like literal dried shit. I get that they're supposed to be tree branches, but they look
Tree
like
branches look like shit.
literal long pieces of dried shit.
Long shit.
So they go, oh, we can't carry these around all the time. So Udana goes whoosh and turns them into the Magiphones.
I
She
did think it was.
she gives their wands a mobile mode.
A mobile mode and a phone mode.
I did love to. I thought it was funny how she did. You know, normally there would be that moment of like, oh, you kids and your phones or something.
Yeah.
She was like, oh yeah, here you go. Like,
Yep.
you know what? You're right. Modernize.
Yep.
Udana's fun. I like Udana.
Sure.
Can I call people? You can call me. Oh.
I'm people.
And so like her whole relationship with Claire is that like she's her apprentice, right?
Claire is Udana's apprentice.
And I'm sure there'll be stuff down the line that explains why they stick together because as we see, Claire's whole thing is she's not a very good apprentice.
She's apparently had numerous disastrous incidents.
She turned herself into a sheep.
That was the only one that was on screen. But at the end, Donna was like, there was a time I did this, and the time I did that. It's like, if we get it, you suck. The bit is established.
If I didn't know any better, 6th Ranger?
Honestly, it wouldn't be the worst idea.
Yeah.
That could be like, she's finally competent and earns her powers.
That'd be cool. You know what? Like, not obviously. I don't think this happens. It would be fanficky as hell. Give her the White Ranger powers.
Ooh,
that'd be cool.
Because Udana's not a. Well, here's the thing. So, in Magi Ranger, I'm spoiling the first fucking episode, maybe the second. The mother dies, gets murdered by Wolzard.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the White Ranger is not around for most of the show. In this, instead of killing her, because this is a show for American children, instead, Korek just like yoinks her staff and steals her powers.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. Even though no one ever like uses them. Even I'm pretty sure at one point Mordecai is like, give me that, I want to be the White Ranger.
Wait,
but no one ever uses them.
You mean to tell me that the powers of the White Mystic Force Ranger weren't inside her all along?
Right?
Wow.
But it would be a fun thing.
Bad lesson to teach the kids.
It would be a fun plot point if later they get the staff back, presumably around the same time that they fix Korag and make him good again. And then they hand over the staff, and Udana goes, Claire, you've become competent, you have earned it, you are now the White Ranger.
That'd be cool.
That would be a really cool plot arc.
I mean, there's a reason for it as to why they don't.
She becomes a sheep again and doesn't fix it.
No, but you know what? It's not really a big spoiler, but you know, she acknowledges in the first episode, it's like, oh man, I wish I could do that. Like the whole teleporting away just with the snap of her fingers. That's the final scene in Mystic Force.
Oh yeah.
She looks at the book, turns away, snaps, vanishes. It's like,
she's dead. She's gone.
She's just in hell.
She didn't teleport. She just deleted herself.
she teleported herself into a tree in the woods.
Oh my god, Agito style.
Just help.
But what's interesting is the whole first episode passes, and the only morph we see is the White Ranger. The other Rangers don't even morph until episode 2.
Oh, this is one of those where the Rangers don't morph.
Presumably, this debuted as a 2-parter.
I mean, I would assume.
Like the 2 episodes probably aired back to back. Interesting trivia. Well, they're similar shapes, but they're not exactly the same mold. The reason they're similar is because Magi Ranger had a very prevalent M motif in the designs.
I was gonna say too that's actually that wouldn't work usually, but it really works with these guys' suits.
Yeah, because it looks like, like a circlet.
Yeah, and not only that, like on their chests, the big M.
Yeah,
which it doesn't even register as a letter at first. It just looks like it's part of the uniform. It's like, huh?
Yeah.
Should we talk about the suits now?
Definitely some of the best suits in Sentai, even by today's standards.
I would say so. They're very unique. In a good way. My
one gripe, and this is just a subjective personal preference, is I don't like the blue suit, and I will concede that is largely because it's a female blue, but they give her like a lighter shade of blue. So it's not really a suit that I can I associate myself with, but that's just my male privilege.
Oh God!
I can't project myself onto this Blue Ranger.
Why though, Ichi? Why?
Hey, there are plenty of other really cool male blue suits.
But no, yeah, I think the suits look really cool. Also, it's one of the only times where I think the addition of a cape really works.
Oh yeah,
I'm trying to imagine these guys without the capes. It wouldn't work as well.
Correct.
The cape really ties it together.
They're magicians. Magicians have typically been depicted wearing cloaks and capes and the such. This design for the suit team overall is absolutely rock solid.
Yeah.
Even by today's standards, I would put them in top 10 suits.
I love the helmets.
I think I gotta say the helmets and the helmets and the capes are my favorite things.
The helmets suits. Being their associated spirit creature is amazing. They don't focus on it as much in Mystic Force, or at least in these 2 episodes. But at one point, the Red Ranger does mention the Phoenix. Because in Magi Ranger, their powers are associated with not only their element, but they're god beast creatures. Red is Phoenix, blue is mermaid, pink is fairy, green is Taurus, and yellow is Garuda.
So, Sel, I need to tell you this interesting fact. So, the suit actor for Magi Red in Magi Ranger was Seiji Takaiwa, like basically almost every Heisei Kamen Rider ever.
I was about to say that name sounds familiar.
Yeah. Do you know how old the Red Ranger is in Magi Ranger?
Well, Ichi said he was the youngest, so is he like 14?
16.
Okay.
Yeah, high schooler.
Okay.
So it's
Seiji Takaiwa is suit acting for a high schooler.
How old is he at that point?
How old is Seiji Takaiwa at that point?
Probably in his 40s.
Someone pull up an image of Magi Red.
Probably like 30s.
Oh, so,
anyways,
so in Mystic Force they do mention the other beasts, but they changed Fairy to Sprite and Garuda to Griffin.
Huh.
So just every time I saw Magi Red transform to Magi Red, I was just like,
Griffin. Yeah. Magi Griffin. Crap.
Yep, there's the actor and there's the suit.
Oh no.
Yeah. Bullshit. That's him in that
those
suit.
muscles.
Oh, that is great to think of, like the suit actor having to like have some pop in your step because you're 16.
And then he did it in Rider with fucking Forze, because Forze fucking guitar was like 16 and a high schooler, and then he forced the Forze, and I'm like, you bullshit.
See, changing Garuda to Griffin, that makes sense to me. Fairy to Sprites, like that seems unneeded.
Power
Rangers is a boys show. You can't really have a little boy going, "Oh, I want the Fairy Zord."
Girls watch Power Rangers.
Well, are they? I don't know if they're like. Should the marketing of the female character be targeted at the boys?
Keep in mind, this is also the same franchise that changed a stag beetle to a praying mantis.
Also that, but Jerry brings up an interesting point. People might worry that like fairy was being used as a slur for gay.
Oh yeah, that was.
I mean, this was the mid 2000s.
Yeah,
I'm currently watching the
You're
OC.
the Fairy Ranger.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm currently watching the OC. One of the characters is referred to as an FAG a lot in that show.
Yup, welcome to the 2000s.
I wonder if that's also why Digimon Frontier changed Fairymon to Kazemon.
I think we stumbled on a very unfortunate rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, they got cool motorbikes.
2000s, we had no filter back then.
Oh yeah, the Magi Rangers get their brooms turned into these sick cycles.
The 7 words you can't say that you did in the 2000s.
That's how that works. Brooms turn into Sylveon represents
which is fly on brooms.
Trans. Sylveon represents trans. So
sorry, my brain has to laugh at that type.
That's why typically with Sylveon, I like to have a male Sylveon. So
all right.
So yeah, episode 1 ends with a bunch of wirework fighting, and then Nick leaves the group just in time for Korag to show up, which I'm sure is relevant to the fact that I'm sure that Korag is related to Nick, just like Wolzard was to Kai.
Spoilers, yes, he is. He's his dad.
There was a lot of carryover in
his mom.
Oh, and Udana's his mom? Cool, so they just fully carried over the plot from Magi Ranger.
They kept Magi Mom.
Yeah. Except she didn't die this time.
Spoilers for a 20-year-old show.
Whatever. But I love that Xander tries to do Plan Xander to both the Mooks and Korag and starts a chain of abject failures.
Korag. It's like, my name's Xander. I am Korag. Oh, okay.
See, we're having a dialogue.
Again, this should be stupid as shit, but it isn't.
So yeah, episode 2 starts with Korag's. I don't know if he said the name of it, but it's Barikirian in Magi Ranger, the like evil horse sword.
It's a centaur.
I think it's a centaur here, no?
Yeah. Again, it should be stupid, but it's not.
I feel sorry for the suit actor in the back.
By itself, it shouldn't be called the Centaur Zord or whatever the fuck, because on its own, it's just a horse. It's not a centaur until he combines with it.
Wait, does he call it that?
That's what I was saying.
No, he calls it a horse.
Okay.
And when he combines with it, they refer to it as Castros.
Oh, it's Catastros. Okay, not gonna lie, that's a sick as fuck name.
Catastros is a great name for a horse, yeah.
That's a great name for a horse.
Love that. I'm so angry that I missed that.
Catastros.
I need to get there's a legendary black horse in Crimson Desert that I need to recruit and rename to Catastrophe.
Okay. Fuck yeah, you do.
Decker, I need you to shop Zeztz Catastro to Catastros. That's gonna be the thumbnail.
Well, Catastrophe wasn't in the show episode though.
Like I'm looking
That
at.
doesn't matter.
I'm looking at Catastros, and it's a great design. It's a great horse.
Yeah.
Like Zord. And
Ooh,
so now
that's a pretty horse.
Oh yeah, there's the white unicorn version.
Oh, cool. Now though, when I look at the Centaur mode, I just get sad. Not because it doesn't look cool. It looks great. I'm like, where's his head? Where does his head go? Oh no.
Okay.
Again, I just feel sorry for the suit actor, and it has to be the back legs.
He felt like a horse's ass.
I know I've watched a video of the toy transforming, but I don't remember where the head goes.
Up its ass.
I don't think it is. I think it folds to the back somewhere.
It becomes his weapon. It becomes like a hilt, like a spear.
Oh right.
There you go.
Yeah, there's the like Magi Red plus unicorn version, Saint Kaiser.
That's cool.
Which is why I want the SMP toys so bad, because they're all awesome and intercompatible.
Chip also said a weird line here.
Oh yeah, that's not Kai, that's Wolzard Fire.
Oh.
Right.
Chip said a really weird line here too, where because when he sees it, it was Chip, right? He goes, "A real centaur, I want one." And I'm like, okay, I understand wanting a badass horse like Catastros, but like centaurs
is a guy.
Yeah, it's just a guy.
That's a guy with a horse body.
No, so that's just like an autism thing. He's just like, I want that. It's cool.
You ever heard that?
Are you gonna feed him and take care of him?
You just feed him a sugar cube.
Fuck off. Buy me pizza.
Yeah, buy pizza.
I love there's this like a meme that from a few years ago that's like, centaurs have 6 limbs, therefore they're insects. And someone says, "Oh, I don't like that."
Oh no. Insects' defining feature is not that they have more than 4 limbs.
Actually, it is.
They have very different biologies.
So if a centaur gets pregnant, where's the baby?
If a centaur wore pants.
That might be my favorite thing on the internet ever. If Blank wore pants. If Cell wore pants.
Speaking of wearing pants, Allie, would you please kindly pull up one of the Chort memes? I need everyone to see the current hotness sweeping the Final Fantasy XIV Memosphere. The boss, one of the bosses from the recent FF14 dungeon, is everyone's new favorite monster, Chort the Fat Void Demon.
I saw this. I just didn't know the
Wait
context
till you
behind
see
it.
this motherfucker.
Fine, I'll shut the fuck up.
He shoots basic vomit, he spinballs, he's wormed his way into our hearts.
Okay, I'm answering someone in the chat here. Monster Musume, or as I like to call it... No! As I like to call it, cowardly furries. It's just hot women.
I hate...
Oh, I don't like that.
I hate Utsusumi.
What the fuck?
Oh. Okay, let me say the jorts are not on the real model. That's a memed in edit. Oh my god!
We're just
that's Ordrum's head.
seeing all sorts of abominations in the chat
That's the
today.
wrong head.
Yeah, it's because it's gonna be Catastrum.
But yes, that is Chort in his shorts.
Oh, it is Catastrum apparently.
Isn't Catastrum's? Hold on, I'm looking this up. Why do I remember it being different? Oh yeah, he did have green eyes. Okay, all right, you win this time.
It's such a cursed image.
He had the thicker gold antenna. That's okay, sure. Catastrums. I hate it. So anyway, Korag combines with does he call it the Centaur Megazord?
I don't think he called it a Megazord.
So then Udana shows up and turns into like just a giant version of herself, which is an interesting dichotomy from the rest of the team who turn into their like Titan Zord forms.
Is that in Magi Ranger as well?
Yes, in Magi Ranger they transform into their Zords. But it's interesting that Magi Mother, being different, doesn't have like a Zord form. She just grows giant. and fights Vulcantaros or whatever the fuck he calls himself, and presumably, or not presumably, visibly, gets her ass stomped. Centaurus Wolf Megazord. All right, that makes sense.
It doesn't matter. Korag ends up getting a motorcycle upside the fucking head later.
Oh my god!
We'll
Yeah,
get to that.
Okay, I gotta say that'll probably, at least for my amount of Mystic Force I'll probably watch, it's the most badass thing Nick does.
Yeah.
Because, in Magic Ranger, it's a soccer ball. In Mystic Force, it's a fucking motorcycle.
Yeah. So there's this one little throwaway scene back in the underdepths of hell or whatever the fuck, where Mordecon and Korag are having one of their talks, and they're just like having a fucking dick measuring contest about their evil power. And there's just one line that like is supposed to come off intimidating, but has this weird undertone when you really go back and listen to it, where he's like, "You think you're so powerful, you cannot conjure a spell to release me." It's just like, are you trying to goad him into freeing you from your underworld prison?
if that's what ended up happening, that would have been great.
Yeah.
But
Because like at this point, Korag is the only one who can travel to the surface.
yeah,
That's the point.
No,
He's the only one that's
can.
Oh yeah, Vancuria or whatever the fuck she's called in the dub. The vampire lady. Necroli.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
You gotta give it up to Power Rangers. I don't think they've ever had a bad villain name, honestly.
Sure. But it's so interesting to think that like the main villain is not powerful enough or whatever to teleport to the surface, but literally everyone else can. Korag, Necroli, all of the mooks, they're all fine to go through the crack and go to the surface, but he can't, even though he's
Are you sure he's just not an idiot?
That is probably also a factor. He does kind of give himbo energy.
I mean, he's only in it for 12 episodes and then he leaves. Or, well, dies.
Which tracks because he's not around very long in Magic Ranger. This show has several levels of villains. Yeah.
There was a good line too, like good foreshadowing to where, because when they were fighting Korag and Udana, don't they say something like, "You look familiar"?
Yeah, which of course is leading to we all knew they were related.
Oh, we've canonically had sex. Like,
yeah. I stabbed you with a different kind of spear.
We've canonically had sex.
Evil
there he is.
Your evil eye lust for me back in the day.
Oh god.
No, keep the helmet on.
I was gonna say, did they fuck suit on?
I mean,
stay morphed.
I mean,
the morphing stays on during sex.
You know what it is? It's like how in Beauty and the Beast, how Belle was clearly upset when he turned into a human.
Yeah.
No. Stay in horse mode.
Call me Catherine the Great because we're doing this.
Ride me!
Ride me!
I've never been with a four-legged broad before.
When I said mounting, this is one I thought of.
I'll just say
Did
on.
this become the horny episode?
That'll be Allie and I, suit on.
Oh, dude.
Okay, TMI, man.
Whoa.
I'd have to have a suit first, you dorks. I don't know what fucking I was going for.
Okay,
What?
it's past midnight. I feel like we should start wrapping up before this gets more awkward.
So anyway, Toby headbutts the tree again a bunch.
Thoughts on Mystic Force.
Magical Source, Mystic Force, they morph, they fight.
We should talk about the motorcycle.
Oh yeah, so we get this whole bit where the four Rangers morph and fight a bunch at first, and Nick comes in later.
Sorry, Ichi. One thing, because you did bring this up while we were watching. What was your thoughts on the sequence, the morphing sequence?
Oh yeah, so the actual morphing sequence I thought was pretty cool for the most part. The one thing that I kind of take umbrage with is the bit where like after they fly up and then land on like the rune platform, whatever the fuck, and then there's this awkward second of them like turning to the camera. I feel like we didn't need that. I feel like they could have flown up, landed, and already been in position. And
I just hate that fucking little like 360 spin Udana does in her more. Fucking bothers me.
That one didn't bother me as much.
Nah, silly.
There was also this one thing, I think it was Blue. Like, it's one of the worst, like, puns, or not even puns. I don't know what the hell this was. When
You
she's fighting
forgot
the
to
mooks
bring
in
your
the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You
it's
forgot
like,
to bring your water wings. Like, what?
what are you talking about?
It was
Because I
also
shoot
just,
water at you.
it was also just bad editing because they're in the middle of the woods,
Yeah.
and now you're telling me she's right beside a bunch of water.
I mean, there's
What?
water in the woods.
Yeah.
But
She's like
it was
blowing.
bad editing, though. I agree.
Inside footage.
So this whole point up until now, Nick has been firmly of the belief of, nope, I don't believe in magic, even though I just watched a bunch of weird magical shit happen. So we cut to him as everyone else is fighting, and he's on his motorcycle driving, presumably about to leave town. And then, for a reason that I don't believe gets explained, he just starts like seeing a vision of magical shit happening in his, like, we see a POV of his view as he's driving on his motorcycle. His vision is suddenly interrupted by these visions of magical shit. So he should have like crashed or at least stopped his bike or something, but no, keeps driving. And apparently that vision that was given to him is the thing that convinces him, oh, I guess magic does exist and I should be the Red Ranger.
I don't think it's that. I'll say this. I don't think it's that he didn't believe magic existed, did or did not exist. I think it's that he's a man on a mission, right? And I'm assuming it's, I gotta find my dad or something.
All he said that he was going to do was to go and live with a different family member.
No, his parents are working overseas. That's what he knows.
Okay.
That's why he jumps from.
He's looking for his
He's
parents.
moving in with his sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he's not looking for his parents.
Oh.
He knows his parents are overseas.
He said that he's been moving from family member to family member and that he was going to go live with his sister. That's all we know
Okay,
about
then-
what he was doing outside
Then I
magic
take
shit.
back what I was gonna say. Because I was gonna say he wants to leave because he's doing that, and so I can't
I
do
have
this
to go
right now.
freeload off my sister.
Yeah, because the whole thing with him fixing his bike, Udana, she shows up in Invisible, which we mentioned it was very funny.
It was so funny that, like, what did you do to my bike? I did nothing. And then, like, they have more of the conversation. Then Donna just goes, bike fixed.
Yeah. So wait, did you do it?
So what?
No, I think what it was is like his conscience was keeping him from like fixing it because deep down he understands. I gotta.
Was he
help.
secretly, subconsciously self-sabotaging?
I mean, we all do that, don't we?
I guess.
Well, for starters, you emptied out your entire gas can on the floor there.
Onto the grass.
Shit.
Thanks, Dick.
We never see the rest of his family. They don't matter anyways. The second he decided to stay, none of them mattered narratively.
But yeah, so he
His
decides.
sister's probably like, where the fuck did he go?
Hell yeah.
So it wasn't any of the shit that he saw or any of the shit he was told. It was the fact that he was forcefully shown a vision of random magical bullshit while he was driving his motorcycle that made him decide, you know what? I do believe in magic, and yes, I should be the Red Ranger.
Well, wasn't it the vision, the others being like beaten up? Was it?
I
I could be wrong.
I could barely even make sense of what I was seeing because it was such a small little window of his vision.
It was weird. Like again, that
It was just like a circle in the very center of his vision rather than like his
It's
entire
a very
POV.
old reference. If you know, like Cinemassacre, like the brain, the triangular wipe in the brain. That's all I'm gonna say.
So we cut back to the forest or wherever, and they're fighting. And then Nick comes out of nowhere on his bike, presumably like drives it off some sort of ramp that exists in the forest, I guess.
I'm fine with that.
Comes out of the sky, leaps off of the bike as it heads off in a separate direction, going for the fucking rider kick.
It's a badass shot. Like
while it's happening. Unfortunately, he immediately pings off of Korag's shield and it does nothing. And the bike just careens off screen. We don't see if it lands, where it lands, if it explodes. Nothing. It's just gone.
If I may for a second offer what they should have done. For real. You make it that he's so attached to this bike.
Oh, I see where this is going.
That, you know, it's something he's like, no, this is my identity. I'm going to use this to get out of here.
Yep.
He should have, like, drove it into Korag and it explodes.
Yes.
But it does give them time to like do what he's gonna do because it's like, okay, no, I'm in it now. Like this is my connection to leave. I've gotten rid of that because now I need to do the right thing.
I actually really liked that idea because like him letting the bike be exploded would be a good way to visualize discarding his past self and going, this is my life now.
Yeah.
And also, we could have absolutely Power Rangered the shit out of this by making it the way it would have happened where he does the stunt. Let's not even care about the fact that he ran off a jump somehow in the forest. Have him send the bike over the top of Korag as a way to distract him. Like, oh, he's like looking up at it. And then as he goes for the kick, the bike explodes behind him, creating a very cool visual scene.
That'd be cool too.
That would have been the most Power Rangers thing to do. Am I wrong?
No.
Should have done that.
Yeah. We should write this show.
Yeah.
I still think it was pretty cool. We got
It was cool. Like, regardless. Like, it was really well shot.
It was cool until it was useless. We didn't see what happened to the bike. The attack didn't do anything.
It was to show that he's doing the thing now. He's
Sure.
back. He's gonna Magimorph Mystic Force, whatever it's called.
So yes,
by sand his way for this.
yeah. So he henshins into the Red Ranger.
Great suit.
Yeah, and it is interesting that they did carry over another aspect of Magi Ranger in they're. So in the Japanese version, their weapons are called Magi Stick.
Oh, that.
In the dub, they're called Magi Staff, which I think fits the theme better, because having them be called sticks in English context is kind of underwhelming. But one thing that they carried over from Magi Ranger is the fact that red, green, and yellow, the males, they each get a unique weapon mode for the Magi Sticks. Red gets a sword, yellow gets the bowgun, and green gets the axe. The female Rangers don't get a unique mode, they just get to use the staff modes. Because they're the spelly ones.
Oh, bother.
Yeah. It's Japan.
2005 Japan.
Yeah.
Another thing that you mentioned that they brought over, because you said Magi Red is into soccer
yes.
So he gets a mook. It was a mook, right?
I think so.
And so we just talked about Space Jam. You guys remember when the Monstars took Michael Jordan and
folded him into a basketball?
He did that.
Yeah.
He did that in this.
He turns one of the mooks into a ball and almost literally eject shots it.
What? Why?
And then as it explodes, he just goes, "That's hot." I'm like, all right, fucking Paris Hilton.
It's hot.
And then there was another moment earlier where Udana, after she fought the enemy at the start, she was like, "You're iced." And I'm like, that shouldn't be as cool as it was.
That one worked, actually.
That's hot.
That's hot. Oh.
So yeah, I guess that's like the day saved for the day. So they
no Megazord.
No Megazord.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. No.
In the first 2 episodes, for there to not be a Megazord is not the usual case.
To be fair, it is first episode. Like the main, like it is the first story.
We got to establish
the season.
It is nice when they actually take their time establishing.
I would
tropes.
rather, that we establish the characters and
usually in most seasons they want to get all the main tropes out in the first episode: the story setup, the henshin, and the Megazord fight.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Like we this one seems like it'll be a character-based thing.
Yeah, and one of the things that is a prevalent theme throughout Magi Ranger is they learn new spells for their phones through their adventures and their emotional development. And there's a new spell every episode in Magi Ranger, and from the sounds of it, that is a theme that is carried over into Mystic Force, because when they're like, "Oh, what are these new phones that we have?" "Oh, you enter spell codes, and you'll learn those as you adventure."
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, that's cool. That's a very fun thing for them to carry over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they go back to the shop.
We cut back to Rockporium, and I guess Nick just lives there now. And we get this funny bit where it's like, "Oh, we used magic to clean up the shop, so now Nick just works there, I guess."
I did like what's the guy who owns the shop's name again?
Toby.
I liked how when Toby came in, because the joke they were making earlier is like he's always like, "Oh, these damn kids, they
never clean the shop, they don't work."
And I love as soon as he comes in, he's like, "What? Oh, it is clean, and honestly, it looks too commercial now." That like he says something like, "Have I sold out?" Or he says something like, "Or am I a megacorp now?"
Yeah, it's almost too clean, but he doesn't like suspect them of anything.
Nah, yeah. Toby just
I
can't
do
be
think it's funny where
satisfied.
he refers to them as kids when it's like, "Toby, you're like probably only like 2 years older than these
Yeah, he
kids."
doesn't look that much older than them.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He had big Leo energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
The boss, but a stoner.
Yeah.
But it also is interesting that there is absolutely none of like, because usually in stories like this where it's like, don't use those powers for your own personal gain.
Yeah.
But they fully abuse the magic to clean the shop, and
Kind of
there
like
is no
that,
repercussions
actually.
for it.
For once, they just like, let's make things easy.
It does lead to like that whole thing does eventually lead to the whole power up 2-parter.
That's fun. I'm just remembering the scene from Sword in the Stone where Merlin's using magic to like clean up the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
Zippity zoppity waterbat.
Hockety pockety.
Pockety pockety walkety walk.
Pockety pockety. Oh yeah, sockety pockety walkety walk.
Great movie, by the way. If you guys
I love that movie.
Sword in the Stone's awesome.
Blow me to Bermuda.
Where'd he go?
Oh, don't wanna go
Bermuda,
there
I
again.
guess. Where's
Pretty sure
Bermuda?
this hasn't been discovered yet.
It's a funny movie.
Yeah.
Round table? Prefer a square one? No, round is fine.
Yeah, and then like I don't know if this is a character who becomes an ongoing side character, but like the episode ends with some girl coming into the shop and the boys are fighting over her attention.
Okay, so remember Necroli?
I
Okay,
knew it.
yeah.
I knew it. I was about to say that's the fucking vampire lady disguise. Isn't
I was
she?
gonna say
No.
I would be shocked
Daughter
Daughter of the vampire.
if she wasn't like
Daughter of the
a
vampire.
plant of some
Interesting.
kind. That's
It would have been on brand for her to be Necroli because Valkyria and Magi Ranger disguised herself as two separate humans.
But then we don't get the joke later when she does become human. Xander goes, she's hot. And everyone's like, yeah.
Her name is Lili Pivmare.
Wow.
That's a fucking name.
That's a fucking name from a random generator. And
Half these characters sound like Star Wars characters.
Yeah. Oh, it's an anagram of vampire.
Oh, God.
to come out.
It is.
Oh, it's an anagram of vampire.
So what the fuck is
Yeah, that's
Lili an anagram for?
Oh, you know what I just realized though? Missed opportunity to be progressive because we've noticed how often the daughter of a villain gets with the Blue Ranger.
Oh,
Blue Ranger's a woman in this one.
we could have had Xander Romancer.
Oh,
Holy shit,
No,
she
no,
is Camille.
the girl.
Oh, that would have been
Blue,
fun.
because like it always happens to the blues for some
Oh
reason.
yeah. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
I think it's
Korag
too
was
early
also
for them to have an
Daishi.
openly lesbian couple.
Be
Oh,
brave.
Yeah.
Be brave. Do gay.
Good for
Yeah.
her.
But yeah, that's Mystic Force.
Yeah.
First two
I
episodes.
like what I saw.
Aside from a couple of groan-inducing line reads, pretty solid, I think.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely pleased and surprised. That's her boyfriend?
Fuck.
Fun.
Yeah, that's Kelson Henderson as a troll.
Nice.
Oh, can I talk about something quickly? Fun
Sure.
little coincidence.
Sure.
So today, a friend of mine, she brought me to this place. If you're in Toronto and you're in the Kensington Market area, there's this place called the Mystic Cafe.
Ooh, fun.
It's spelled with a K. Like,
Okay.
yeah. Their whole thing is this, though. You go down, you can get your baked goods, you can get a tea or something. But in the lobby, they have like some tanks with like fish and some with turtles. And in the back, you have to pay for this. They have this whole area where you can see some really cool reptiles.
Neat.
My friend knows I'm really into reptiles. She brought me there today. There's a picture of me. This is
Oh,
Xena.
Nice. If you have any, if there are any frogs in there, absolutely send
Oh.
those because Allie would love those.
I didn't get any pictures. There are frogs.
Nice.
You
I know
could
Allie would love those.
Take her to Mystic Cafe.
Maybe.
Yeah, check out. And yes, that is what it is. Someone pointed that. Decker. Yes.
Fun.
So yeah, I just thought that was funny. Like, oh, the place is called Mystic Cafe.
Yeah.
I-
God damn
Skin
it.
in Fortnite.
I would watch more
That's a
Mystic
skin
Force.
recording.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I'd probably put that
I
on
do
the list.
plan on going through all of Power Rangers at some point in my life. I've
Oh
gotten
boy.
up to
Oh, now that it's not making new shows.
now's the time, I guess. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to when I get to that point again. I'll watch it. You said, and I'm down to do this with you. Like, we got to watch Magi Ranger. That could be the next big Sentai, older Sentai we watch.
Yeah.
Paul's a huge fan.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
you just gotta watch one from each decade. You did Kyoranger 2010s. Now you're doing Magi
We
Ranger
still gotta watch the
2000s.
Kyoryuger 100 Years movie.
Oh yeah.
Now that I finally have it again. All right.
Always
Right.
bugged me, it always bugged me with the promo image. They have the logo on the cape. It's like, that's weird.
That's hilarious. That's the image I used for the wallpaper in this episode.
Wait, what's the issue?
The fact that their logos are on the capes, even though they're not on the actual capes.
Oh my god, I never thought of that.
I like the logos. I think that would have been cool if they were on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the whole dino it's like the power
Mighty Morphin.
coin on the old Mighty Morphin toys.
Yeah.
Oh
on the chest.
yeah.
Although they were on the movie suits.
I actually wish I wish they did have that in the show suits.
Yeah.
You know what I'll say? because they're in the movie, I'm glad it wasn't on the show suits. It gives them some more flavor.
Sure.
You know?
All right. Well, that is going to be... Sorry.
They also go on and fight Satan.
Oh, yeah.
This is Satan.
Cool suit.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, that is going to be Castranger for the week. Jikai, Radio Sentai Castranger. Next week will be episodes 19 and 20 of Sentai Dai Shikaku. I will say that the week after we're going to be on break because that is Anime North weekend.
Cool.
And
also Mando and Grogu comes out.
Also that.
Yeah, but I'm seeing that at like 12. So
yeah. And again, if anyone is either in Toronto or can get to Toronto the weekend of Anime North, Lane and I will be there on the Sunday.
And yours truly will be doing tokusatsu panels all weekend at Anime North.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. If you show up, just look for the dude on the blue scooter. That'll be me.
I'm the green dude standing next to him.
And if you see me and shout me, I'm just gonna respond back where he owes me money.
I was fully ready for you to. I'm gonna shout back Forzeveld.
You guys have.
I was thinking that too.
You guys have you guys have a week to buy me the Dabowski robe. And then I'll go.
If I see it, sure.
Kagaragi robe.
Still can't believe I saw a Racules cosplayer looking at hentai.
That's hilarious.
Last year, man.
All right.
Just that image of Racules down pointing at Gira making the face, but he's pointing at hentai.
The first moment I met Gar, you're such a baby.
Goo goo gaga.
Too far back.
Look, you're holding yellow. You're holding yellow there. It was
It's always my destiny to be Yellowcaster.
It's my destiny. All right. Shout out to our currently active patrons. That includes Blaze, Armorhide, Midas the Fool, Vegas Bear, Locke, whatever, and Vegas Bear again. Thank you very much for supporting what we do.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome. Let us know what you thought about these episodes in the comments. Let us know what you would like us to talk about in the future. As always, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find our Facebook, Twitter, Discord, Patreon, merch store, all of our cool shit. Thank you all once again, and we will see you next week.
Jimmy rules.
Stay mystic.